So what are you waiting for? With memberships on sale now, head to obbyskissclub.com to join the coolest club on the plains.
Since Auburn Bank opened in 1907, we've been tested by world wars, pandemics, and plenty of troubled times. Through it all, we've not only survived, but thrived by staying true to our core values of sound money management and putting our customers first. And just as surely as more challenges will come, we'll meet them the way we always have, with your confidence and our experience. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
I've always wanted to learn how to hunt and fish, but I didn't know where to begin. OutdoorAlabama.com helped me get started. There I learned the basics of hunting and fishing, including what's in season and which license to buy. You can even sign up for classes to help you become a successful hunter or angler. Now I'm confident in the woods or on the water. What are you waiting for? Learn more at OutdoorAlabama.com. Go hunt, go fish, get outdoors. This message was brought to you by the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources.
The sun came up this morning just like any other day. But it's not just any other day. There's nothing ordinary about this day, because the Tigers are about to take the field.
That's Sullivan to Terry Beasley. The minute he had a step, you could say goodbye.
The ball, he whips to the left. He's got some room at the 10. But right to the 5. Whoa, Jackson for the touchdown!
Flash that smile, Cam. Tigers lead.
When summer transitions to a southern fall, the loveliest village transforms into the most intimidating environment in college football.
Up the middle, pass, intercepted at the 32, at the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's in.
Try to kick it. He can't do it. Auburn picks up the ball. Trace Miller's going on deflection. Bruce is going to score. Big play. Guys, here they come out of the student section. Let the celebration begin. The Auburn Tigers have served notice to the college football world that they are back.
Count on it.
So, salute the flag.
Off the right side, to the 10, to the 5. Far into the end zone. He's into the clear. He has one man to beat. He's beating. 10, 5, touchdown. Jarquez Hunter.
Strike up the band.
Ball's loose. Does Auburn have it? Yes! Auburn has it. McLeod comes out of the pass. He's got a man open, and it's caught at the 10-yard line. Oh, Cam Coleman.
Prepared to conquer.
Thorne flips it. It's caught. Rivaldo Fairweather. He scores. Jet sweep, left side. It's a touchdown for Jeremiah Cobb. Deontay Scott gets the ball at the 27 to the 30. He's the 40, 45. He's in the 50. He's in the 40. He's gone.
And feel the power of Dixieland.
Here comes the blitz. Eugene Asante. Amari Alston the carry. Spins to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown.
This is Auburn football.
Pat Dye's first team on the Plains came with promise and heartbreak. In year number 2, 9 wins, including the Iron Bowl. Bo over the top. Tonight, year 2 of the Hugh Freeze era kicks off against Alabama A&M. Year 1 was filled with promise and heartbreak. What will the second year bring? Chapter 1 begins in just a few moments. Good evening and War Eagle from Jordan-Hare Stadium with Jason Campbell, Ronnie Brown, Brad Law, Jeff Shear, Faith Richardson, Gene Dulany, Patrick Tisdale, Britt Bowen, and Ben Harling. I'm Andy Burcham. There is great anticipation for this Auburn football team. The first full recruiting class has been fruitful, including the Freeze Fort wide receiver. Peyton Thorne is back for his second season at quarterback and certainly has more weapons surrounding him. Defensively, the Tigers have questions to be sure up front and in the secondary. Alabama A&M comes to Jordan-Hare Stadium tonight looking for a monumental upset. Cornelius Brown returns as the starting quarterback. The transfer from UT Martin played just 2 games last year due to injury. Last season, and we may see QB2 for the Bulldogs tonight, and Avian Smith. Both are dual threat quarterbacks. Carson Vincent, their blindside junior left tackle, is a high projected pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Finally, Game 1 of the 2024 season is upon us. The Outdoor Alabama countdown to kickoff continues in a moment. It's the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I'm Andy Bertram, and today we're talking about the Built Ford Tough F-150. It delivers the power and performance you need to step up in big moments. And with available smart technology like Pro Power Onboard, you'll be game day ready every day. For the latest offers on a new F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
The game has changed, and the future of Auburn athletics now demands a strong NIL program. I'm Jason Campbell. Let's come together, Auburn family, and make a lasting impact. Visit OwnToVictory.com. Every dollar you contribute to Own to Victory helps create NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Visit www.OwnToVictory.com and be a part of changing the game for Auburn athletics.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. I get into the sweetness of the honey, then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
You're listening to Kickoff on the Plains. Visit OutdoorAlabama.com to find your next adventure. Go hunt, go fish, get outdoors. Now, back to more of the Outdoor Alabama Countdown to Kickoff.
We welcome you inside Pat Dye Field at Jordan-Hare Stadium. The Auburn University Marching Band has made their way through the south end zone and onto this playing surface at Jordan-Hare Stadium for the opener tonight between the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. For more than 100 years, Eagles have been associated with Auburn's football program. Tonight, Independence continues a tradition that is uniquely Auburn by circling the stadium and landing near midfield. Her flight represents the combined efforts of the Auburn College of Veterinary Medicine, the Auburn University Raptor Center, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in promoting the conservation in all birds of prey. Well, finally, Jason Campbell, this offseason is over. We finally get to see Auburn football here tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Andy. Football is finally here. Everyone's excited. It's a night game to open up the season. You know, get a chance to see the lights tonight, see how these guys react. I'm excited to see the freshmen, the freeze four, we call it, the young four receivers that in this past recruiting class, to see these guys under the lights go out and make plays. Their dream has now come true. They're now playing here in Jordan-Hare and get a chance to bring some excitement to this crowd tonight. But overall, Andy, I'm glad football is back. I can't wait to see this team get started.
Great things are possible when you have the power of performance and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Jason, what are your Ford keys to the game?
Today, Andy, first thing for me is start fast. You know, you want to start fast in a game like this. You want to make your opponent understand that, hey, they're in for a long night. Number two, everyone knows about the different communication for the 2024 rules. Communication is going to be a key today, especially for the offense, because you're not going against a crowd noise. You're at home. So see how you can get your communication going before you go in the road game. Number three for me is, can our defense attack their offense with just a regular pass rush without having to blitz so much like we did last year to create pass rush? Can we create pass rush that way? And number four for me, get out of this game healthy. You know, that's the biggest key, is being healthy early on in the season so these guys can continue to grow.
Well, you can tell that the Auburn family is ready for Auburn football tonight. It is a packed house. It is all Auburn. It is all orange. They're ready for some Auburn football.
Yeah, it's all orange in here. It looks great, too. This fan base has been ready for some excitement for Auburn to get back to competing in the SEC, to give ourselves an opportunity at the end of the year to now be in a 12-team playoff. We understand that opens the door for a lot of teams, and Auburn can be one of those teams.
We are about 9.5 minutes away from kickoff. Auburn and Alabama A&M. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Joe Witt Jr.
Funny story, when we won the Orange Bowl in 2006 with Coach Petrino, and at that time, Coach Chizik was at Iowa State, and then Coach Petrino had the opportunity to go to the Falcons. And so I was going to Iowa State, and my dad told me, because Bobby was like, you go talk to your dad, and if you still want to go to Iowa State, you're good, because he was going to bring me to the Atlanta Falcons with him. And my dad said, Joe, you need to get that recruiting tag off of your name, because nobody was giving me credit for being a good coach. I was just known as a recruiter. And so he said, if you want to do right by you and your family, you go to the NFL.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Auburn football, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for the Tigers. Defensive line.
Keldrick Falk, Highland Home High School. Isaiah Ricks, Woodbury, New Jersey, St. Augustine Prep High School. Gage Keys, Hilliard, Ohio, Hilliard Davidson High School.
Jalen McLeod, Washington, D.C., Friendship Collegiate.
Linebackers.
Eugene Asante, Alexandria, Virginia, Westfield High School.
Austin Keys, Taylorsville, Mississippi, Seminary High School.
Durham Mausi, Detroit, UD Jesuit.
Secondary.
Keontae Scott, San Diego, California, Helix Charter High. Kayan Lee, Atlanta, Georgia, Cedar Grove High School.
Jaron Thompson, Lufkin, Texas, Lufkin High.
Caleb Wooden, Lawrenceville, Georgia, Archer High School.
Offensive line.
Connor Liu, Kennesaw, Georgia, Kennesaw Mountain High School.
Jeremiah Wright, Selma, Alabama, Selma High School.
Dylan Wade, Houston, Texas, South Falls.
Isaiah Miller, Memphis, Tennessee, Wooddale High School.
Tyler Johnson, Niagara Central.
Receivers.
Robert Lewis, Covington, Georgia, Newton High School.
Cam Colton, Phoenix City, Alabama, Central High School, Phoenix City. Keandre Lambert Smith from Norfolk, Virginia, Moore High School.
Tight ends.
Rivaldo Fairweather, Lauderhill, Florida, Boyd Anderson High School.
Running backs.
Jarquez Hunter, Philadelphia, Mississippi, Neshoba Central High School.
Quarterback.
Peyton Thorne, Naperville, Illinois, Naperville Central High School.
Special teams.
Reed Hughes, Conway, Arkansas, Conway High School.
Oscar Chapman, Adelaide, South Australia, Prince Alfred College.
Towns Magoo, Auburn, Alabama, Auburn High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. You've been listening to the Outdoor Alabama Countdown to Kickoff. on the Auburn Sports Network. Now, it's game time. Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn football is brought to you by Ford. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. By the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app and score big before the game begins. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A. By Cook's Pest Control. Score superior protection from pests and termites by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers. And by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama. Let's go back to Jordan-Hare Stadium with Ronnie Brown on the sidelines. Alongside Jason Campbell, here's the voice of the Auburn Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Fireworks and smoke as the Auburn University Tigers come out through the Auburn University Marching Band and onto the playing service at Pat Dye Field at Jordan-Hare Stadium. We welcome you back to Game 1 of the 2024 season here tonight. Auburn's captains heading out to midfield tonight. Luke Deal, Eugene Asante, Jalen McLeod, and Peyton Thorne. And they're getting ready for the toss of the coin. It's presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Our own Ronnie Brown is heading to midfield. Ken Williamson is tonight's referee. We'll get the coin toss now.
Well, gentlemen, my name is Mr. Williamson. This is Mr. Moten. He's our umpire tonight. You're the visitor. You're going to call the toss. So it's tails, tails, heads, heads. What are you going to call? Tails. It's calling tails, okay? What is it? It's tails. You want to defer to the second half. Defer. Which way you want to kick? Okay, put your back over there.
All right, guys. Week 1, game 1 for the Auburn Tigers. Alabama A&M captain calls tails. It is tails. Auburn will be receiving the ball to start the 2024 football season off. Andy Burcham, Jason Campbell, what's the key for these Auburn Tigers to get started real quickly?
Well, Auburn gets the ball first. First thing you want to see is just get off the ball on time. You know, no false starts, no penalties that set you back in the count zone. But for me, I want to see the ball get in the area number 8. Everyone's anticipating it. You know, let Cam Coleman go make plays. Let these young guys loose tonight. Let's have fun. See what the passing game can take the next step from a season ago, from 161 yards passing the game, and see if we can move that up this year with this young talent.
Game day weather brought to you by Sensagreen, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Contact today at sensagreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. It has cooled just a bit. 88 degrees right now. Partly cloudy skies at Jordan-Hare Stadium and a slight wind out of the south to southeast at 5 miles per hour. Although it may feel like a little bit more, the humidity is about 54% for this one. It has culminated a very hot week on the Plains, and it's been a hot week of practice, Jason Campbell, as Auburn gets ready for this opener tonight against Alabama A&M.
Yeah, it's like I say, going through a week of practice, and it's hard to anticipate game-like speed when you're just going through practice. You know, this is the type of game that you need to go out and hit somebody else other than the same color jerseys that you always have on. And these guys tonight are excited. You know, this is an opportunity for them to start building chemistry together, start playing together, and start building that continuity that's going to take to get you through a great season this year.
Auburn in their iconic home uniforms, the blue jerseys, the white trousers, the iconic Auburn helmet, white helmet with the AU on the sides. Alabama A&M is the visiting squad, all whites, tops and bottoms, and helmets tonight with the maroon trim. Auburn leads the series against Alabama A&M. Alabama A&M 2-0. Tigers beat the Bulldogs 51-7 back in 2012. and then 55-0 in 2016, both games here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And tonight's game marks the first time that an Auburn head coach, Hugh Freeze, has faced Alabama A&M in his 14-year coaching career. One more note, Auburn looking for win number 800 in the career of the program tonight. Jeremiah Cobb drops deep to receive along with Sean Jackson. Auburn will defend the north goal. Alabama A&M will kick it off. And it is Austin McCreary. It is Christian Silverstein to kick it away for Alabama A&M. And we're just moments away from the start of the 2024 Auburn football season. And it is a high short kick, and a fair catch is called for by Auburn at the 27-yard line by tight end Brandon Frazier. So no return at all for the Tigers, and here comes the Auburn offense, led by Peyton Thorne, senior out of Naperville, Illinois, the transfer from Michigan State. His second year as a starter, his second year as a captain of the Auburn Tigers tonight. Up front, Tyler Johnson at left tackle, Dylan Wade at left guard, Connor Lew at center, Jeremiah Wright at right guard, and Isavian Too-Tall-Miller at right tackle, with Jarquez Hunter in the backfield as Auburn scrimmages from the 30. Play action and a rollout. Here's a throw to the near side, Malcolm Simmons. He's across the 40, out to the 42-yard line for the Tigers.
Yeah, we talked about Simmons pregame. One of those guys that want to get involved early in this ball game, very athletic. Saw the quick play for a gain of 12 there, Andy.
Freshman Adam Montgomery played his high school football at Benjamin Russell in Alex City. First down for the Tigers at the 42. Thorne to throw. It's complete. Across the middle and a face mask in midfield. The pass complete to Keandre Lambert-Smith, the transfer out of Penn State. He's originally from Norfolk, Virginia, and they're going to get 15 yards tacked on to this one.
Yeah, it definitely was a face mask penalty there. He pulled the head around pretty quickly there. But you see Auburn early, Andy, want to get these receivers involved in this passing game. You know you can run the football, but in order for us to have a great offense this year, we got to evolve in the passing game.
15 yards tacked on to that one for the Tigers. Cortez Andrews is the one that was called for the face mask. So first down for Auburn into Alabama A&M territory, down to the 34-yard line. From the right hash mark, an empty set with Thorne in the shotgun. A 5-wide set for Thorne. Looks to the Auburn boundary now across the middle. He throws it. The pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Malcolm Simmons at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, trying to catch Simmons down the seam there. Just a little bit late on that throw. Had him a little bit earlier, but he brought his eyes back just a little bit late. Got to lead him down the field just a little bit more on that throw.
Thorne has opened the game 2 of 3 for 21 yards. This drive started at the Auburn 30. Right now at the Alabama A&M 34-yard line, 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Thorne brings Jarquez Hunter to his left hip out of the shotgun. He turns, he hands it right up the middle. Jarquez, 30, 25, 20, to the boundary, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown! Jarquez Hunter, 34 yards for the Tigers.
Yeah, Jarquez on his first touch today, Andy goes 37 yards for a touchdown. The preseason first team All-SEC player. Shows you why he has that on his back. Awesome run right there. Great job at the offensive line as well, though. Getting up to the second line of scrimmage right there. Those linebackers and safety create a great hole for Jarquez.
That middle three of Lew, Wright, and Wade opened the hole, and when he bounced it to the boundary, Jarquez was gone.
Yeah, in order to get a touchdown run like that, your receivers got to be blocking downfield. Great job by those guys as well.
Extra point attempted by Towns Magoo from Auburn High School. Oscar Chapman will hold it. Reed Hughes snaps it. It is down. It is good. And Auburn goes 70 yards on its opening drive. Just what the doctor ordered here tonight. The Tigers go 70 yards, catapulted by the 34-yard run by Jarquez Hunter. He was only touched at the line of scrimmage and down the sideline with a dive into the end zone for the touchdown. 14-13 remaining in the first quarter. Play, and Auburn has scored on its first drive of the season. Hunter goes the distance on his first catch, or his first carry of the season. The Tigers' Sun South John Deere drive summary. 70 yards in just 4 plays. It took 47 seconds. And it, of course, culminated in the 34-yard run by Jarquez Hunter. Sun South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. One incomplete pass, otherwise took advantage of a face mask penalty, Jason, and absolutely did exactly what it wanted to do on the drive.
Yeah, Auburn did exactly what Coach Freeze talked about coming to this game. He wanted to start fast, but he wanted to get these receivers involved in the game early as well. And you saw right there, we know we can run the football. You hand the ball off to Jarquez to finish that drive, and 37 yards he goes into the end zone. So great start for this offense to put 7 on the board in 47 seconds right there. So that's a good job by this offense.
DeQuarian Welch and Miles Parker are the deep men for the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M back at the goal line, awaiting this kickoff from Towns Magoo. He is starting tonight for Alex McPherson. Missed all of the spring with a hamstring and has had some internal situation this summer, is recovering. We expect to see McPherson back in an Auburn uniform soon. Magoo kicks it away, and it will go out of the back of the end zone. 2 yards off the back of the end zone for Towns Magoo.
Towns shows you strong leg there, and he almost made it through the goalpost, about 2 yards short of going through the goalpost there. A young, talented kicker, local kid as well. Got Auburn in his blood.
Register your child ages 5 to 12 for the Auburn Tigers Kickoff Kid Contest from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Winners will see the kickoff from the sideline of Pat Dye Field, plus receive 4 game tickets, pregame VIP hospitality, t-shirt, video board recognition. Enter at auburnKickoffKid.com. That's auburnKickoffKid.com. Cornelius Brown, the quarterback for Alabama A&M. 6'5", 210, junior out of Birmingham. A transfer from UT Martin. Just played 2 games last year due to injury. Donovan Eglin is the tailback, and they hand it right up the middle to Eglin. And he gets 3 yards before he is pushed back by the interior of that Auburn defensive line. And Dorian Mosey, a junior, a transfer from Duke, right in the middle of that Auburn defensive spear right there.
Yeah, you talk about Mosey, one of those guys that's probably doing a lot of play calling as well, Andy, between him and Austin on that defense in Eugene.
A 2-yard gain for Eglin. 2nd down and 8. And he gets the ball again, puts his head down, and he gets out to the 30-yard line. Stop made by Jalen McLeod for the Tigers. Boy, good to see that man injury-free at the start of this season.
Man, if Jalen McLeod can stay healthy the entire season, it's going to do wonders for this Auburn defense. You're talking about a defense that's loaded up front from the transfer portal, and adding in Jalen McLeod, his 2nd year transfer over from Appalachian State. This guy has all type of potential, Andy.
Barry White is in as a fullback. He goes in motion for Alabama A&M. Ball in the middle of the field. Flag is down. A look and a throw up the sideline and incomplete. Intended for Duke Miller, a redshirt junior out of Mize, Mississippi, with Caleb Wooden in the coverage. And we'll wait and see where the flag comes down.
I think it might have been just a white towel that was thrown out there.
So 3 and out. 3 and out. The first 3 and out for the Auburn defense. 3 and out tracker driven by Truckworks, official commercial truck dealer of the Auburn Tigers. Austin McCready will punt this one away. A junior from New Orleans, averaged almost 44 yards a punt. Auburn almost got there. Keontae Scott is back. It takes a neutral bounce and is downed at the 33-yard line by Alabama A&M.
You saw Simmons there, the athletic receiver, almost blocked that punt as well.
37-yard punt, no return on the field. Auburn's 2nd offensive drive. The Tigers went 70 yards for a touchdown in its first. It'll get the ball 1st and 10 at its own 33. 12:58 to go in the first quarter play. Auburn 7 and Alabama A&M nothing. Stay tuned. Auburn football continues in a moment.
Sports not only bring us together, they inspire us on our own health journeys. Whether we're walking an extra lap, crushing a new goal, or spending time with friends cheering in the stands. We all win when we feel healthier and happier. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is a proud sponsor of athletic programs across the state. Because a healthier Alabama is a happier Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
At Country Financial, we make insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, our representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. When you talk about impressive lineups, F-150 is at the top of the list. No matter which you choose, gas, the Power Boost Hybrid, or the all-electric F-150 Lightning Truck, you'll have the power, performance, and smart tech needed to tackle your projects. Take it from me, Andy Bertram. Auburn fans know that a winning game plan starts with Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, regal.
Hey Auburn fans, it's Coach Freeze. Care teams at St. Vincent's care for the whole person. They know healthy lifestyles help prevent chronic illnesses, and cultivating a healthy lifestyle starts early. That's why we're partnering with them to sack obesity. This football season, for every Auburn sack, a donation is made to St. Vincent's to purchase PE equipment for schools around the state. Join us by making a donation to sack childhood obesity. Visit stvhsfoundation.org, War Eagle.
12:58 to go in the first quarter. Auburn 7, Alabama A&M nothing. Second drive coming up for the Auburn offense. And let's send it down to the field. Ronnie Brown has this Cook's Pest Control sideline reports.
All right, guys, if you're an Auburn Tiger or you're an Auburn Tiger fan, that's how you want to see them start the football game. Almost flawless on offense. Go down, first drive, score. Start the drive off with a couple passes. Did a really good job the first time for Jarquez Hunter rushing the football. Ends up in a touchdown. Defensively, you go 3 and out. That's the way you start. You look good. You feel good. Hopefully the Auburn Tigers will continue to play well.
Ronnie's looking good on the sideline tonight, Jason.
Yeah, Ronnie got those blue polo shorts on down there, you know, blazing 95 degrees earlier today. But now the sun settled in, Ronnie settled in, and we were ready to play some football.
From the right hash mark, 1st and 10 for Auburn at its own 33. With Thorne at quarterback. Same 5 up front. Man comes in motion into the slot for the Tigers. First down for Thorne. With some time, steps to the pocket, throws it up the hash, has a man open. He's got it. That's going to be a touchdown. 5, score. Keandre Lambert-Smith. Perfectly thrown. Peyton Thorne.
That's the big playability you talk about when you get Keandre Lambert-Smith, a big play guy from Penn State, transfer, 67-yard touchdown catch there. Peyton throwing through that ball right on the money right there. Great timing. Great catch by Keandre, and showing you that athleticism and in the speed after the catch.
143 consecutive games for Auburn to score a point in a game, second longest streak in his school history, and the Tigers have scored quickly on their first 2 drives of the night. And here's Magoo for the extra point attempt. There's the snap. It is down. Magoo right between the uprights and into the student section on the south end. 67 yards. Peyton Thorne to a wide open Keandre Lambert-Smith, and he hit him in stride.
Yeah, hit him in stride. Keandre Lambert-Smith never broke stride on that catch right there. That's what you want to see. 2 former Big Ten guys now in the SEC making a play here tonight for a 67-yard touchdown pass.
All kinds of time for Thorne. He stepped up and he found Keandre Lambert-Smith, who was untouched. Yeah. 67 yards into the end zone.
Coach Freeze talked about, Andy, these first 3 games is the offensive line. You want to make sure that these guys can build some continuity. You may see some guys going in and out at that position to find the 5 top guys before we get into the teeth of the season.
Sun South John Deere drive summary, 67 yards, a play in 12 seconds. Keandre Lambert-Smith for Peyton Thorne, 67 yards. Sun South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Peyton Thorne has opened the night 3 of 4, 88 yards and a touchdown, and the Tigers lead 14-0 at the 12:47 mark of the first quarter play. DeQuadrian Welch, and Miles Parker are deep to receive for Alabama A&M. They're back heels on the goal line in the south end zone. And Magoo puts a foot into it and booms it. and booms it out of the back of the end zone. Let's get a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Here's Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. Fast starts for several SEC teams tonight. Ole Miss leads Furman 24-0. A minute to go in the first half. Took Alabama 11 minutes to put its first 2 touchdowns on the board. Crimson Tide lead Western Kentucky 14-0 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. And Mississippi State now pouring it on Eastern Kentucky 35-7 at the half. It's not going well for South Carolina. Old Dominion has come back to take the lead in Columbia. Old Dominion's just kicked a field goal to take a 19-16 advantage over the Gamecocks with 13 minutes to go there. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard update, Andy.
Alabama A&M went 3 and out on its first drive. Donovan Eglen is the tailback, flanking the quarterback. Play action, no, they give it to him, and he's taken down with a 1-yard loss. And Dorian Mousey, I've already mentioned his name a couple times. Eugene Asante right there in the middle of that Auburn defense to bring down the redshirt sophomore out of Houston, Texas.
Yeah, Dorian already in on 2 early tackles on this defense, coming over transfer from Duke. Like I said, this defense linebacker core is loaded with seniors. When you talk about Eugene, Dorian, and Austin Keys.
Mousey with 193 tackles in his Duke career, including 8.5 tackles for loss. 1 more right there. 2nd and 11 with a man in motion. And the quarterback, Brown, flushed out of the pocket to the sideline. He throws, and it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Duke Miller. He'd have been about a yard shy of the first down, and it brings up 3rd down and 11 for Alabama A&M.
Yeah, good job by Brown right there, buying time, getting elusive outside the pocket. The receiver just dropped the ball there, creating a 3rd and long situation for this offense.
It's an Alabama A&M ball club that was picked 4th preseason in the SWAC Eastern Division.
Yeah, they have talent. They got a lot of transfers from D1 programs.
3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Nose of the football at the 24-yard line. Line to gain is the 35. Brown to the sideline, throws, and it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Keenan Hembrick. Pardon me, Deion Nelson, the tight end.
Kyan Lee right there, defensive PI right there, knocking that ball away. One thing about this secondary, Andy, we're not deep in depth, but we're very talented. Kyan Lee, one of those true freshmen last year, got pivotal time with those first 3 starts when Nehemiah Pritchett had to miss the first 3 games last year due to injury.
Keontae Scott, the deep man for the Tigers, back at the Auburn 36 to take this punt from Austin McCready. Auburn almost got there the last time. Not as much pressure this time. And it is Asante. Steps through 1 man. He's to midfield, trying to get to the sideline, and a good return to the 44-yard line of Alabama A&M. Boy, he was upfield in a hurry, and that paid off for Keontae Scott.
Yeah, Keontae Scott, I think, led the SEC last year in punt returns. This guy's a dynamic player back there, and he's willing to take chances sometime, Andy. That's why they have him back there. You know, he's always one play away from taking it all the way to the house, and he gives a great field position as an offense.
35-yard punt, 15-yard return by Asante gives Auburn great field position, 1st and 10 at the Alabama A&M 44. 11:46 remaining in the first quarter. Auburn 14, Alabama A&M nothing. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the new and improved Auburn Game Day app. It's fully customizable to your interests with the new My Auburn tab. Plus, buy tickets, skip concession lines, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and get live in-game scoring. Plus, listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics, the Auburn Game Day app. Download it now.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
The Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine is one of the country's preeminent institutions for veterinary education, research, and comprehensive medical care for animals. Our students train alongside world-renowned clinicians and researchers in one of the nation's most advanced teaching hospitals and innovative research programs. We are deeply grounded in our impactful history, and we are relentless in our efforts to produce the world's best veterinarians and scientists through an exceptional student experience. Learn more at vetmed.auburn.edu.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
.46 remaining in the first quarter. Auburn 14, Alabama A&M. It's opening night at Jordan-Hare Stadium and a packed house. Over 88,000 on hand for this one tonight. 1st and 10, Auburn at its own 44. Damari Alston checks in at tailback. The 5'9 junior out of Atlanta. In the pistol behind Peyton Thorne. Play action. He looks, he throws. Wide open. Downfield. Cam Coleman. Touchdown. 44 yards.
That's the star receiver right there, one of the top 3 receivers in the nation last year out of high school from Phoenix City down this road here. You wanted to see him get involved early. I like the play call, a stutter go on the outside by Cam Coleman. Great call by Coach Freeze right there. Giving Peyton Thorne confidence and these receivers. I like it. Great job right there, great play call.
Off the play action out of the pistol, and boy, Coleman was 5 yards wide open into the end zone. The first touchdown of his Auburn career, and Magoo is out for the extra point. The holder is Chapman. Reed snaps it. Magoo is right down the middle. And for the second consecutive drive, Auburn strikes on a 1 yard or a 1-play drive. Off the arm of Peyton Thorne, this time 1 play, 44 yards, 7 seconds in the Sun South John Deere Drive summary. Sun South, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since they began in 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, a year ago, there were times where Auburn had great trouble separating its receivers from defenders. Early on tonight, granted, it's an FCS school in Alabama A&M. That has not been a problem on the first 3 drives tonight.
Yeah, you got to give these guys credit too, Andy. These are 2 really great receivers. When you talk about Lambert Smith, you talk about Cam Coleman out of high school. Cam Coleman, like we talked about before, is a generational style talent. And then Lambert Smith has all the ingredients to be an on Sunday receiver.
Towns Magoo with his 3rd kickoff of the first quarter. It's a low line driver, and after his first 2, this one goes out of the back of the end zone as well. Let's take it downstairs. Ronnie Brown has his Cook's Pest Control sideline report.
All right, guys, I think we're seeing the connection of head coach Hugh Freeze and his offensive coordinator, Derek Nix. They got their connection going as well, and I think this is going to be key to watch during this season. They're in their bag when it comes to play calling. It resulted in 3 quick touchdowns for this Auburn Tiger offense.
3 quick touchdowns in about 3 minutes and 20 seconds of game time. That's how quickly Auburn has struck tonight.
Yeah, they're playing at NASCAR speed right now.
1st and 10 for Alabama A&M. Right hash mark at the 25. Play action and a slant across the middle. It is to the tight end. And it is complete to Deion Nelson Jr., a junior from York, Alabama. Jaron Bug Thompson, one of Auburn's permanent captains, with the stop, a transfer from the University of Texas. 6 yards on first down, 2nd and 4. Alabama A&M looking for its first down of the night. Brings Jacoby Hewitt in motion, now back to the sideline. Look and a throw, and it is complete. That is a first down to Donovan Price, a freshman out of Hewitttville-Trussville High School. Played in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game last year. It's a first down, the initial one of the night for Alabama A&M. Taken down by Jalen McLeod. First down for Alabama A&M. out to the 40 of the Bulldogs.
You see Auburn rotating defensive linemen, trying to play as many of those guys as they possibly can early and often in this game.
Brown from the right hash mark. 1st and 10 at its own 40. High snap, handoff tailback, and he puts his head down and is going to get 3 yards on the play, going right up the middle. Amaris Williams was among those that was there for the Tigers, along with Trill Carter for Auburn and Jalen McLeod. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Talk about this Alabama A&M offense. You look at their left tackle, Carson Vinson. He's pre-drafted as a 4th-round draft pick.
Yep.
So they have talent in his offense, and the running back is a transfer from Michigan State. So these guys can play football.
2nd down and 7 as we approach the 10-minute mark. Play action. Brown looks, he throws it up the hash mark, and it is caught, deflected and caught, and this may be a touchdown, just shy of the touchdown for Alabama A&M, and a fumble. It was Miles Carter down to the Auburn 1-yard line.
Yeah, tried to throw a deep post right there. J.C. Hart thought he had an interception. The ball just got tipped in the air. An A&M receiver catches the ball. Great focus by him to keep his eyes focused on the football. Almost scored there. Wild play.
Keenan Hambrick, the 6'4" junior from Athens, Alabama, with the catch. 1st and goal for Alabama A&M at the 1. And some movement up front for Alabama A&M. It's going to be 1st and 6 now for the Bulldogs.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. It remains 1st down.
Raymer Lewis with the infraction.
Yeah, it's kind of odd sequence there. Some of the linemen was in the passing stance, and some of the guys was in a running stance. You saw their coach running the field telling them, get down, get down.
2nd and goal from the 6 now for the Bulldogs. Left hash mark for Brown. Hands off, tries to get to the near sideline, going to lose 3 more yards on the play. And coming up to make the stop for Auburn was Jalen McLeod, along with Malik Blockton.
Yeah, Malik Blockton, the brother of Marcus Harris. Everyone knows that played here at Auburn. Got drafted this past year. Malik is one of those young talent. Coach Freeze talked about playing a lot of young guys defensively on this roster.
Blockton, 6'3" freshman from Pike Road, Alabama. 2nd down and goal at the 9. Brown from the gun. He wants to run on the draw. Tries to get to the outside, and he's taken down inside the 5-yard line. Austin Keys with the stop for the Tigers, the junior from Taylorsville, Mississippi, the transfer from Ole Miss for Auburn, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from the 4 for Alabama A&M.
It's good to see Austin Keys healthy. Got a sprained ankle in one of the scrimmages a couple weeks ago. Good to see him back out there on the field making plays for this defense.
3rd and goal from the 4 for the Bulldogs. Ryan Morrow is the tailback. He is the nephew of former Auburn tailback Harold Morrow. We talked to him on the pregame show tonight. And Alabama A&M is going to have to use a timeout. They were running out of time. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Seven minutes and 50 seconds remaining in what has been a terrific first quarter of play for Auburn. Tigers lead Alabama A&M 21-0, but the Bulldogs are threatening. They have 3rd and goal from the Auburn 4 when we return. Stay tuned, Auburn football continues in a moment.
In the game, planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Auburn Athletics, helping the world keep promising.
When we say we're an everything school, we mean it. Auburn University isn't just home to the best athletics program in the nation. It's also home to the best student-centered engineering experience in America. And that's not just a slogan. It's a promise. The Samuel Ginn College of Engineering ranks as the top engineering college in the state of Alabama, while also ranking as one of the best public engineering colleges in the nation. Tomorrow's leaders, innovators, and world changers begin at the Ginn College of Engineering. Visit today, eng.auburn.edu.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If the loosest slots and most free play are what you like, then Wind Creek Atmore is your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to Kickoff on the Plains. Back to Jordan-Hare Stadium for more of the Tigers and Bulldogs.
7:50 remaining in the first quarter. Auburn 21, Alabama A&M nothing. But the Bulldogs are at the door right now. 3rd and goal from the Auburn 4 when play resumes. Hey, when you choose Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Every sip of their Belgian-style wheat ale is crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Plus, try the new Blue Moon Light and Blue Moon non-alcoholic. Check your local store for Blue Moon. Made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. All right, what does Alabama A&M do here on 3rd down and goal from the 4, Jason?
Well, you got to give your quarterback a two-way option, run, pass, threat. Brown's a very athletic 6'5" quarterback. I expect Auburn to try to bring pressure here as well. You see him lined up in man coverage.
And Glenn is the tailback. Play action. Brown flushed, looking, trouble. Down he goes! Back to the 13-yard line. Hello, Jalen McLeod.
Jalen McLeod, there's goes that man. Last year we missed out on him because of injuries. He's put on about 15, 20 pounds this offseason. Said he wants to be a do-everything defensive end. He wants to be able to stay in there in the run game. He wants to be able to get after the quarterback and get a sack. Great job right there from backside, chasing down the athletic Brown of A&M. Forcing a three and out here to make them kick a field goal.
He had 5.5 sacks a year ago. He picks up number 1 this season. And now a field goal attempt of 19 yards. No, 29 yards for Alabama A&M. Kick is on the way, and it is wide right off the foot of Christian Silverstein. It started wide right, and it never curled in.
Yeah, I think this A&M offense got to feel deflated. You get all the way down to the 1-yard line, then you have a false start, kind of set you behind the chains a little bit. Then you're playing catch-up, and you come out empty-handed. It's not what you want to do on the road in a hostile environment.
6:59 to go in the first quarter of play. Auburn at 21. Alabama A&M nothing. Alabama A&M had 1st and goal from the Auburn 1 and went backward. And that series after 1st and goal from the 1 included a big sack from Jalen McLeod. 1st down from the 20 for Auburn on the left hash mark. Thorne out of the gun, out of the pistol for the Tigers. Turns, hands it, right side. Damari Alston is upended as he gets to the 25-yard line. 5'9" junior out of Atlanta, Marvin Smith, came up to make the stop.
Marvin Smith from transfer from Kennesaw State with the big hit on Damari right there. Their front, they have a lot of transfer guys from Toledo as well as from Georgia State. So they got some guys, Andy, that's come over from the D1 level.
4-yard gain for Damari Alston. 320 yards, a couple touchdowns a year ago. 2nd and 6 for Auburn at its own 24-yard line. Again from the pistol. Thorne, play action. Drops to throw. Throws it up the sideline. He has a man open. Oh, and a diving attempt by Perry Thompson. He got his hand on the ball but couldn't make the catch.
Yeah, another one of those tall athletic receivers, Perry Thompson. One of Auburn's big-time 5-star recruits as well. Him and Cam Coleman, the 2 tandem will be tied for Auburn as long as we know. But right there, great diving effort by Perry right there.
Elijah Eberhardt was the cornerback defending on the play. It's 3rd and 6 for Auburn. Man goes in motion. That was Fairweather. Thorne looks, he throws, incomplete. intended for Keandre Lambert-Smith. Ball was just a little over his head.
Yeah, that's one right there you got to hit on third down if you're Peyton Thorne. You got to set your feet and drive that ball into the chest of Lambert-Smith right there. You got his defender beat, coming back to the ball. Just got to make the me and you throw.
Head coach is not happy with his senior quarterback as he comes off the field.
Yeah, he knows you can get away with those, Andy, in a game like this tonight, but when you get against formidable opponents, every down counts, especially in those third down situations when it's wide open.
See, Oscar Chapman punted for the first time tonight. Duke Miller is deep to receive. Punt is away. And down the right sideline, takes an Auburn bounce. And is downed at the Florida A&M 30-yard line by Jaron Thompson. Looked like that came off the side of his foot just a bit for Oscar Chapman.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was trying to angle kick that based off the punt coverage. It just came a little bit off the side of his foot. Great job by Jaron Thompson keeping that ball from bouncing back towards the offense.
Number 8 was not on the line of scrimmage. The 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick. First down.
It is a 46-yard punt by Chapman. And a penalty against the Tigers of 5 yards. So it will be 1st and 10 for Alabama A&M at its own 35-yard line. 21-0 Auburn, 6:03 to go in the first quarter play. And boy, after Thorne was red hot to open on those first 3 drives, had 2 open receivers on that drive and missed on both.
Yeah, you got to consistency, Andy, is what we talk about in this game, especially at the quarterback position. You know, Peyton wish he had those 2 back. But you got to sit there and set your feet. Sometimes you get a little bit anxious when you see those guys opening. You're just ready to throw it before you're actually got your feet set.
First down for Alabama A&M, and it's a run off the left side out to the 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain on the play for Xavier Langford, 6'2", 195, a junior from Pelham, Alabama. Eugene Asante with the stop for the Tigers. Langford, the second quarterback we've seen tonight for Alabama A&M.
Yeah, they mentioned they want to play multiple guys, especially 2 guys at that position. Last year they went through about 5 quarterbacks during the season last year.
No huddle for the Bulldogs. A 5-yard gain by Langford on first down. Second down from the Bulldog 40-yard line. Ball at the left hash. Langford, play action, looks to the boundary, throws a screen. Pass is complete and about a 2-yard gain to Jacoby Hewitt. Senior out of Memphis, a transfer from Florida International. Champ Anthony, junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, out of Tyler Junior College, comes up to make the stop. It's a gain of 2 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 3 for Alabama A&M at its own 42-yard line at the right hash.
You see the speed of this defense already, and the guys flowing east to west. This is a fast defense, and now you just see the substitution up front of the defense end. You got Philip Bleedy coming in at the left end position, also Quintrell Jameson in at that D tackle position.
Over 900 yards passing a year ago for Langford. He took over for the injured Cornelius Brown after game 2. 3rd and 3. Langford from the right hash. Drops to throw. He throws, and the pass is complete and dropped and maybe picked up by Auburn. Is it a complete pass or is it a fumble?
The back judge is saying incomplete. Okay. The side judge said fumble, but I don't think he had full possession of the catch.
Duke Miller, the receiver, Kayan Lee, knocked the ball away after the throw. Should have been a first down. Pass was a good one, but Lee got his hand in there, and Miller just couldn't bring it into the body. And it's 4th down in a punting situation for Alabama A&M. McCready will punt it away. A transfer from Louisiana Tech with Keontae Scott back at the Auburn 15. Let's see if Auburn goes after this one. It will not. He gets it away. Auburn came close down the sideline and out of bounds. No opportunity for a return from Keontae Scott down the boundary. Malcolm Simmons has come close to blocking a couple punts tonight. Just kind of put that in your mind for later on, even tonight or this season.
Well, Andy, he was a state long and high jump champion, so everyone knows he's very athletic. He can dive out from a distance to block those punts. I think right now he's just trying to get a feel for it in this atmosphere, his first collegiate game.
Still in the first quarter, play 4:18 to go. Auburn 21, Alabama A&M nothing. 1st and 10 for Auburn at its own 35-yard line. from the left hash mark. Thorne, the quarterback, in the gun. Turns. Play action. He rolls to the Auburn boundary. Eludes one man and another. A 5-yard gain, almost a 9-yard gain for Peyton Thorne. He gets 9 yards in the play. Caleb Dawson made the stop. They had a chance at a minus play that time, but a nice move behind the line of scrimmage by Thorne.
Yeah, well played defensively right there by A&M in position, but Peyton Thorne just, making the better move at the top of that play to be able to pick up 9 yards.
Able to get around Marvin Smith, and a 9-yard gain for Peyton, 2nd and 1 from the 44. Simmons comes in motion into the slot for Auburn. Thorne turns, hands the ball. It is Jarquez Hunter. He's to midfield. Hurdles a man at the 45, and it's down to the 40-yard line on the play.
How many times we've seen Jarquez Hunter jump over someone? He might need to be running hurdles, Andy.
He made Elijah Eberhardt miss. Here's Thorne up the sideline. Complete. Malcolm Simmons is drilled at the 20. Hung on to the football.
Yeah, that was close to being a targeting hit by the safety of A&M, but great focus right there by Malcolm Simmons over the middle.
21 yards to the 19, and Auburn's in the Chick-fil-A red zone, and they may look at targeting right here, Jason.
Instant replay, looking at the hit on the receiver for a possible targeting foul. That play is under review.
And replay reviews are brought to you by Auburn's Houston Clinic. Since 1948, the Houston Clinic has been the preeminent leader in both surgical and non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine treatments and solutions. Visit Houston.com, HUGHSTON.com. That was a brutal hit across the middle on Malcolm Smith, who caught it, took 2 steps, and really got drilled around the shoulder pads on the play by Lynn Petway, a redshirt freshman out of Montgomery.
I'll tell you one thing about Malcolm Simmons' toughness, being able to take a hit in his first collegiate game out of high school, not afraid to go across the middle and take a big hit and hold on to that football.
If you're listening in the stadium, stay in your seats at halftime for the Auburn University Marching Band. From Blue Cross to Beyonce, Auburn Band is going country, featuring a fiddling performance by an Auburn violin professor, Guy Harrison. The band will explore the sights and sounds that have brought country culture and fandom to national prominence, that is. Don't miss. Boy, he led with the helmet. I think this is going to be a target.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a target on Petway, who lowered the boom onto the side of the helmet of Simmons, who somehow held on to the football.
Yeah, it's tough playing football in the secondary nowadays. The receiver catches the ball, then he goes low a little bit to protect himself. And then the safety from A&M, Simmons is a little bit bigger than he is, and he tries to go low to hit him. And unfortunately ended up making a head. I think he dropped his head and made contact.
Let's get a scoreboard update. Here is Bradford T. Law.
All right, Andy, checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. It is a defensive slugfest in College Station. Texas A&M and Notre Dame have traded field goals as they approach the end of the first quarter out at Kyle Field. Meanwhile, South Carolina responded after falling behind Old Dominion. Gamecocks drive the field, get a touchdown, and they hang on to beat the Monarchs 23-19 in Columbia. So South Carolina starts 1-0. That is a Yellowwood scoreboard.
Simmons has a mouthpiece in, and this hit looked like it separated the mouthpiece, the cord from the mouthpiece.
It was a big hit.
Yes, it
was a big hit.
The review continues at the opposite end of the field, and now we may get the call.
After further review, a personal foul targeting on defense number 36 occurred. The penalty reinforced half the distance to the goal, automatic first down. By rule, number 36 is disqualified for the remainder of the contest.
Lynn Petway, 5'9", 170-pound redshirt freshman from Montgomery, nearby Montgomery. He didn't want his night to be this quick, but his night is done, and hopefully he and certainly Malcolm Simmons okay. It appears that Malcolm's all right after that hit by Lynn Petway.
Yeah, that's the rule. These guys, you get one chance, and I still think it's a questionable rule to be thrown out after the first defense. Being a collegiate athlete, maybe first one is a foul, and then maybe the next time you be thrown out. But the rule is you're thrown out after the initial one.
First and goal, Auburn in the Chick-fil-A red zone. First and goal from the 9. Ball in the middle of the field. Thornton to the sideline and incomplete. Pass intended for Sam Jackson, the fifth. That was Thorne going after his high school teammate. Jackson, a quarterback who played against Auburn last year in the Cal game, transferred to Auburn. He was a receiver for Peyton Thorne in high school. Then when Peyton left for Michigan State, Sam Jackson, the fifth, became the quarterback.
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown for Sam. He got his feet tangled up with the defender of A&M right there at the top of the route.
Second down and goal from the 9. On the night, Peyton Thorne, 5 of 9, 154 yards and a couple touchdowns. Jarquez Hunter, the tailback, flanks Thorne to his left. Ball in the middle of the field. It is Thorne around left side, makes a man miss, gets down to the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain for Peyton Thorne on the play.
Peyton Thorne reading the backside in on that play. If he crashes on Jarquez, he pull the ball and go around the edge.
Montrell Kimball with the stop. The defensive back from Madison, Alabama. All right, 3rd and 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. Play clock at 19 for Thorne.
Maybe Fairweather time.
Fairweather just outside the right tackle. From the left hash mark. The snap. Thorne. Play action. He looks wide open. Touchdown, Keandre Lambert-Smith. 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Thorne. 2nd in the career of Keandre Lambert-Smith at Auburn.
Yeah, they ran the rub route and then from the wheel, run the wheel route from the inside receiver. Once you saw the receivers adjust their feet, the outside receiver moves up on the line of scrimmage. Lambert-Smith moved off the line of scrimmage, so he's able to run that wheel route. And Cam Coleman drawing 2 defenders on the slant. Just an easy progression right there for Thorne. His 3rd touchdown pass in the first quarter.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter of play, and Magoo is trying to make it a 28-0 lead for Auburn out of the hold of Oscar Chapman. The snap from Reed Hughes. And the kick is good by Magoo. And with that red zone score, everyone receives a free treat from Chick-fil-A. Download or log into the Chick-fil-A app in the state of Alabama to claim your treat before midnight tonight. Your reward will show up in the app on Monday. Then you can redeem it Monday through Friday of next week at any Chick-fil-A restaurant in Alabama. Auburn's Sun South John Deere Drive summary. 45 yards in 6th place, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. It culminates as Peyton Thorne hits Keandre Lambert-Smith for their 2nd touchdown, the duo of the night. 5 yards and out. Sun South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Keandre Lambert-Smith in his Auburn debut. In the first quarter of his Auburn debut. 3 catches, 80 yards, and 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, right now it just seems like his routes on there, Andy. Let's just be honest. You know, these guys, you know, just a little bit above from a talent standpoint at the receiver position. After missing a couple of meaty U throws in the series before, Auburn was able to come back and answer and put a touchdown on the board in this past series.
Me to you throws, huh?
Yeah, you know, they always talk about the me to you. You know, make it ordinary. Don't make it look hard.
Thorne, 6 of 10, 158 yards, 3 touchdowns on the night. Magoo to kick it away. And he booms it, out of the back of the end. I'm not sure he has kept it in the field of play yet.
Yeah,
the freshman from Auburn High School.
I can't wait to see him just try a 60-yard field goal.
Well, we almost saw it in the A-Day game. 58 yards to win the game.
And it looked like it still had 7 yards to go.
Agreed. Now let's see who Alabama A&M sends out at quarterback. And again, it will be Xavier Langford. 6'2", 195, a junior from Pelham. Their top quarterback numbers-wise from a year ago. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. From their own 25-yard line, right hash mark. Auburn on top, 28-0 on opening night, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter of play.
And the thing about this, Andy, you're not playing against the clock as far as what's the score. You're playing to stay in shape and get yourself in game shape in your first opener.
Glenn is the tailback. They bring a man in motion. They hand it off on the jet sweep. Nothing doing. Absolutely nothing doing on the play. And the stop is made by Robert Woodyard.
Yeah, Robert Woodyard, one of those coming out of high school, very talented player out of Mobile. He's one of those guys that's kind of like Eugene, reminds me of Eugene. He was defensive scout player of the year last year. And Eugene was a scout before he moved up to the starting linebacker, so glad to see Williard earn his stripes.
3-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 22-yard line. Langford in trouble. Down he goes. Down he goes. It's DeMarcus Riddick and Keldrick Falk. It was Falk that time, number 15, with the stop. The sophomore from Highland Home, Alabama. Freshman All-American a year ago. And he just beat his man off the edge. He beat Carl Vinson, their stud defensive tackle off the left edge that time.
Yeah, Carl Vinson, a projected 4th-round pick. Keldrick Falk lined up on him. Did a great swim move, able to get to the quarterback and get a great sack there.
3rd and 19 now for Alabama A&M. Roll, handoff, inside, Eglin. And he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. There's Robert Woodyard again with the stop. And Alabama A&M just goes backwards on that drive.
Yeah.
All 3 plays.
Yeah, I imagine they try to take this to the end of the first quarter. They try to regroup here in the second quarter. Auburn 28-0. Coming out with fireworks. Big passes to the receivers. Jarquez Hunter, first touch, 37 yards for a touchdown. Offense firing on cylinders, defense flying around. Exactly what you want to see in the opener, and if you're the head coach.
Austin McCready will punt it away about the 2-yard line. Auburn looks to get great field position. Keontae Scott back at the Auburn 45-yard line, and indeed the first quarter does come to a close before Alabama A&M punts it away. So a terrific first quarter of play for Auburn. At the end of 1 on opening night at Jordan-Hare Stadium at Pat Dye Field. Auburn 28, Alabama A&M nothing. Bulldogs punted away when we come back in the second quarter. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union is offering a 15-month certificate of deposit and an annual percentage yield of 5.12%. Visit us online or in person. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Membership eligibility required. $2,500 minimum deposit. Subject to early withdrawal penalty. Contact us for more details.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Brad Law back at Jordan-Hare Stadium as we get set to start the second quarter. The first quarter, total domination, both sides of the ball. Auburn's first 6 plays netted 166 yards. New receivers involved. Malcolm Simmons, Cam Coleman have combined for 3 catches and 78 yards. Coleman with a score. Keandre Lambert-Smith, 3 catches, 80 yards, and 2 scores in their Auburn debuts. Tigers on top 28-0. Defensively in the first quarter, Auburn allowed just 69 total yards, 56 of those on a tipped pass. So 56 on just one play. Auburn leads 28-0. This recap brought to you by Wind Creek Casinos. Elevate your game to fabulous. Play the hottest games and win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. As we get set to start the second quarter, turn it back over now to Andy Burcham and Jason Campbell.
Brad, thank you. Second quarter will begin in a punting situation for Alabama A&M and Austin McCready, who stands just outside the A&M end zone. Auburn's come close to a couple blocked punts tonight. Malcolm Simmons, number 11, has been there twice. But also, Keontae Scott back at the Auburn 45. Auburn looks to get great field position here. They do not come after the punt, and it is a low line drive. Keontae takes it on a hop at the Auburn 40. Angles to the Alabama A&M sideline. He's got a path down that sideline. He's up the sideline, down the sideline. A flag is down. He's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I got a flag on the sideline. See what's the call here. Keontae showing his great elusiveness and dangerous returner back there as punt returner.
He was among the very best in the country a year ago. Of course.
Illegal formation on the offense, number 87.
And that's going to hold.
That penalty will be declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
It was a low line drive, and Keontae Scott caught it on a bounce. Angled, he got a wall down the Alabama A&M sideline and goes 60 for the touchdown.
Yeah, Keontae all the way down here in front of us, Andy, pumping up the crowd in front of the cheerleaders here. He scored on the opposite end zone, and he's down at the other end of the end zone celebrating in front of the cheerleaders.
He had the wall, and he just had to stay in bounds. I think only one man got a hand on him, and that was at about the 10-yard line.
Well, he showed you why he's a dangerous returner.
Woo!
Back there anytime he touches the ball.
He came close to going out of bounds, and I mean really, really. You know what? He did step out of bounds. So let's, boys, snap that extra point, would you please? He steps out of bounds.
What yard line?
About the 20, if I'm not mistaken. Quickly snap this ball, please.
Oh, don't tell Keontae that. He's going to pass out over there.
Yep.
After further review, during the return, the runner stepped out of bounds at the 26-yard line. At that point, it'll be Auburn's ball, 1st and 10.
No, Keontae wanted his touchdown. He's one of those guys you like to see him get a big play like that because he's one of the top leaders on this team, Andy, and he works so hard.
We'll send it downstairs. Ronnie Brown has this Cook's Pest Control sideline report.
All right, guys, a close one for the Auburn special teams where Keontae just steps out of bounds at the 26-yard line or 21-yard line, and they were close. In every facet, they got everything going. Offense is involved. Special teams almost got involved, so let's just see if the offense can take advantage of that Keontae return.
1st and 10 for Auburn at the Alabama A&M at 21-yard line. Auburn scrimmages from the right hash mark. Double wide receivers to the Auburn boundary, a single receiver to the right. And Damari Alston is the tailback, flanking Peyton Thorne. Out of the gun, play action by Peyton. He looks up the seam, fair weather, in and out of his hands and knocked away.
I like the play call. You get too deep right there. You get fair weather on a linebacker running down the middle. His athleticism. It's a great job right there by the linebacker to get his hands a touch on that ball.
Cortez Andrews, the junior out of Tallahassee, a transfer from Florida State, got his hand in there and broke up the touchdown pass. 2nd and 10 from the Alabama A&M 21-yard line. Good to see Auburn target Rivaldo Fairweather, Auburn's leading receiver in all categories a year ago, from the gun. Thorne looks to the boundary, and it's behind Caleb Burton III. Burton wasn't ready for the pass. There was a little miscommunication right there.
Yeah, Burton was running a stutter move, and Peyton thought he was running a stop route.
And it will bring up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers from the Alabama A&M 21-yard line. Looks like Hugh Freeze is talking to his quarterback with the new communication. They have until the 15-second mark on the play clock, and then it cuts off. 3rd down and 10 from the 21. Alston flanks Thorne. Play clock down to 7. Down to 3. There's the snap. Thorne, short drop throws. Fairweather catches it and is taken down about 2 yards shy of the first down on the play. Number 12, Marvin Smith from Loganville, Georgia, made the stop. And a first down saving tackle on Rivaldo Fairweather.
Fairweather, big, tall, tight end over the middle of the field. I see Coach Freeze talking with Caleb coming to the sideline, so it seemed like the miscommunication must have been on the route on that 3rd down play. I mean, the 2nd down play.
Towns Magoo out for the field goal for the Tigers. 32-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Good snap. Kick is on the way by Magoo. And his field goal is good for the Tigers. 13 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Auburn 31, Alabama A&M nothing. And the Bulldogs have to feel a little bit fortunate. It looked like Auburn was going to get the punt return for a touchdown, and the Tigers have to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, you have to be fortunate. You want to stop the bleeding a little bit, Andy. You know, it's 28-0 at the end of the 1st, and now you look down, you force a field goal. You got to feel a little bit more confident as a defense.
Stay tuned, friends. Auburn football continues in a moment.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control systems protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
Since 1949, the Houston Clinic has served as the preeminent leader in both surgical and non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine treatment and solutions. Their vibrant 75-year legacy demonstrates a deep commitment to serving the local community and its members. Utilizing the latest technology while providing exceptional patient care keeps Houston Clinic at the forefront in sports medicine and patient satisfaction. 334-826-2090 or visit us online at houston.com. Houston Clinic. Research, education, treatment.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
The Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine in Auburn is dedicated to its mission of transforming medical students into caring, compassionate physicians. VCOM partners with Auburn University for student activities, shared learning experiences, and research opportunities. Students are instructed in a hands-on learning environment by outstanding faculty members that are dedicated to student success. VCOM is working to improve the health of Alabama's citizens by increasing the number of primary care physicians throughout the state, especially in rural and underserved areas. Find out more at vcom.edu.
Maybe they just want to protect them.
13:48 to go in the first half. Auburn 31, Alabama A&M nothing. Sun-South John Deere drive summary for the Tigers. 7 yards, 4 plays, 59 seconds. Towns Magoo with a 32-yard field goal. That's the 20th consecutive made field goal for the Tigers. And of course is 19 for 19 for Alex McPherson a year ago. And Magoo will kick it off, and he's boomed it out of the back of the end zone every time he's been out there to kick off tonight for the Tigers. And that's been many times already. And this one about 7 yards deep in the end zone, and it will be returned by DeQuadrian Welch to the sideline, 20 up to the 35-yard line, and driven out of bounds on the play. Is that Jalen McLeod who made the stop for Auburn? Or was that Justin Jones, number 35?
Like number 3.
Well, that's not even close. I think it's Justin Jones that ran him down.
Like
yeah,
Perry
it is.
Thompson was involved in that as well.
Jones and Thompson, 35 into 3. Good return out to the 37-yard line.
Now you look at Perry Thompson, side by side, he looks like he's been in the SEC for 4 years. He's a grown man.
Cornelius Brown back at quarterback. 3 of 6 on the night for 71 yards for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 37, just inside the left hash. Brown to throw. Looks and he throws, slings it almost sidearm out across the 40-yard line, out to the 44-yard line. Jacoby Hewitt with the catch. And a flag is down.
Passer, defense number 92. Drove the passer into the ground. 15-yard penalty. End of the run. Automatic first down.
Trill Carter, senior out of Cordele, Georgia. A transfer from Minnesota. Also played at Texas with the penalty. And it's a first down for Alabama A&M. There is an edge to this defense under DJ Durkin. There's no question. At times you got to harness it.
Yeah, he's fierce.
There's a snap to Brown, quarterback at keeper. And Brown dives forward to the Auburn 35-yard line before Robert Woodyard with the stop for the Tigers.
Also 24 out there, Andy, at the left end position. Kieran Crawford, a transfer from Arkansas State. He's a big-time player as well. 6'4", 245-pound junior. Was another addition this offseason for that defensive front.
5-yard gain for Cornelius Brown. The third or second down and 5 from the Auburn 35. Ball in the middle of the field. Miles Parker goes in motion, sets up just outside the right tackle. Brown looks to the Auburn sideline, throws, and it's complete. And immediately going down is Ryan Morrow. It's going to be a loss in the play. There's Kieran Crawford. You were just talking about him, JC, with the stop.
Yeah, Kieran Crawford, none of those guys, if you was to see him in person, looks like a man amongst boys. These guys are physical, great tackle right there for a -4 loss.
Crawford with the stop. 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs from the Auburn 39. Ball at the right hash. Trips to the wide side of the field. That's the Alabama A&M boundary. A 5-wide set. Brown out of the pocket. Throws, flag down and out of bounds. Closest to Barry White out of the backfield.
23 defense. We're going for the...
And we'll wait for the call from Ken Williams.
Hands in face. Defense number 23. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's the freshman Jay Crawford there. Got his hands to the face a little bit.
Among the youth.
Yes.
And trying to develop the depth in that secondary for Auburn.
Yeah, these guys going to have some of these penalties early on.
They brought him on a blitz. Put a hand in the face of Carson Vinson. And it bails Alabama A&M out 1st and 10 at the Auburn 24. Glenn is the tailback. He's going to try to get to the outside, nothing doing. Absolutely nothing doing for Glenn. The stop is made by Dorian Mousey. Boy, he has made his presence known in his Auburn debut tonight. Senior out of Detroit, transfer from Duke. A -2 on first down.
Yeah, Doran on that tackle, and Robert Woodyard in pursuit as well. You look at this defense out there right now. Jason Jones back in the rotation in the middle defensive line, along with Malik Blockton as well. Playing a lot of different guys tonight.
2nd and 12 from the 26. Parker comes in motion, play action. Brown drops, throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Donovan Glenn out of the backfield. Good pressure by Mousey again for the Tigers.
Yeah, Keldrick Falk on that end position on the right end, coming up, getting pressure on Brown, forcing that throw a little bit off there, but also Doran was in pursuit. Not sure if he would have got many yards, even if he caught it.
13 carries, -1 yard rushing tonight for Alabama A&M. Here's 3rd and 12 from the 26, the Auburn 26. 5-wide set for Cornelius Brown. From the hash, short drop throws, pass complete, but short of the first down to Duke Miller. Stop was made by Sylvester Smith, who then lost his helmet. But it comes up far short for Alabama A&M, and on 4th down and 7, looks like the Bulldogs are going to go for it.
Yeah, Sylvester Smith, one of those redshirt freshmen, getting a lot of playing time, really fast, very athletic, one of those guys that can make plays.
A year ago, Alabama A&M 10 of 25 on fourth down. Teams were 15 of 27 on fourth down against Auburn last year. And a timeout called by Auburn. Comes at the 10:52 mark of the first half, and Auburn leading Alabama A&M 31-0. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. So fourth down for Alabama A&M, 4th down and 7 from the Auburn 21. Well, you look at it a couple ways. What do they have to lose? Trailing 31-0. Another way, they've already missed on one field goal attempt tonight. Jason?
Yeah, they've already missed on a field goal attempt, and you're in scoring territory. You got to give yourself an opportunity. The best way to do that, you got to score 7. Threes are not going to help you at this point in the game. You're down 31-0. You can find a way to pick up a first down here. It keeps your offense on the field, gives your defense a little bit to rest.
10:52 to go. The two highest road attended Bulldogs games have both been here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Over 74,000 and 87.5, and this will be the largest they've ever played in front of tonight. I think we'll get an official attendance north of 88,000 here tonight. All right, 4th and 7 from the Auburn 21. Line to gain just inside the Auburn 14-yard line. And Alabama A&M calls a timeout.
And I think that's one of those communication things you talk about. You get the offensive coordinator calling the play in to the quarterback. And then I said, at home, it helps you offensively. But on the road, it hurts the opposing quarterback that he can't hear because of the crowd noise.
All right, during the timeout, let's send it downstairs. Ronnie Brown with his Cook's Pest Control sideline report.
All right, guys, seems like we got a little game of cat and mouse with the Auburn defense and the Alabama A&M offense. They each exchange timeouts. I'd be excited to see what happens here, see if they want to go ahead and still try to get this 4th down conversion or if they want to go ahead and take this 3. I don't know if 3 is going to help them much, so they take an opportunity while you're in Auburn's territory. Auburn has a chance to keep the 0 on the board as a defense.
Right now, total yards tonight, 232 yards for Auburn, 80 for Alabama A&M, 165 yards through the air, 67 yards on the ground for Auburn. 81 yards tonight for Alabama A&M through the air, -1 on the ground. And here is finally 4th and 7 from the Auburn 21-yard line in between the hashes. Empty set for Brown, a 5-wide set for the Bulldogs. Auburn rushes 3. Brown flushed out of the pocket to the boundary. Tries to make the first man miss. He doesn't. He doesn't. Jalen McLeod with the stop for Auburn. Maybe a 1-yard gain, and that is all.
Yeah, Jalen McLeod, like I say, he's gained 15, 20 pounds, but he has not lost an inch of speed. I tell you that. Great pursuit by Jalen right there on the athletic quarterback in Brown.
Auburn takes over on downs. 10:44 to go in the second quarter. Auburn 31, Alabama A&M nothing on opening night. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Upgrade your Auburn football game day and create unforgettable memories with your friends and family. Visit auburnvip.com. VIP experiences include a Friday night tour of Jordan-Hare Stadium, joining the team for Tiger Walk, running out of the tunnel with the Tigers, or watching the Eagle Flight or halftime show from the 50-yard line. Take your game day experience to the next level. Visit auburnvip.com.
I was so excited when I heard the sandwich was back. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken. It's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet. But either way,
you're getting a winner.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine in Auburn is dedicated to its mission of transforming medical students into caring, compassionate physicians. VCOM partners with Auburn University for student activities, shared learning experiences, and research opportunities. Students are instructed in a hands-on learning environment by outstanding faculty members that are dedicated to student success. VCOM is working to improve the health of Alabama's citizens by increasing the number of primary care physicians throughout the state, especially in rural and underserved areas. Find out more at vcom.edu.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
First and 10 for Auburn at its own 18 at the 10:44 mark of the second quarter on opening night at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Tigers 31, Alabama A&M nothing. Boy, the Bulldogs have threatened it twice, but still have no points on the scoreboard. And stats that don't always tell the story. Time of possession, A&M 13:57, Auburn 5:19, and yet it's Auburn on top 31-0. First down from the 18 for Auburn. Thorne from the gun. Looks to the Alabama A&M boundary and completes it to Perry Thompson. First down, Perry Thompson out to the 30-yard line. Nicely run by Thompson after the catch. Brought down by Marvin Smith. It's a gain of 12.
Perry Thompson, one of those top 5 in-state Alabama kids, 5-star.
Auburn from the pistol and a play action. Thorne drops. He looks up the sideline. Has a man open. It's Perry. Perry, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Perry Thompson, 70 yards and a score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Yeah, we just talked about the playmaking ability by these big receivers. Perry Thompson, standing 6'3", 222-pound freshman from Foley, Alabama, ran another post route similar to what Lambert Smith ran earlier in the game. Great throw again by Peyton Thorne and hit him in strides. And Perry Thompson does the rest. Touchdown for Auburn. 4th touchdown pass tonight for Peyton Thorne. Got to be a confidence builder for him.
9 touchdowns as a junior, 7 more last year as a senior at Foley High School, and his first college touchdown tonight. And Magoo is out. Another quick strike score for Auburn, and Magoo puts it right down the middle with the 10-10 mark on the scoreboard, and Auburn dominating this one, as you would hope. The Tigers on top 38-0. Beautifully thrown by Thorne to Thompson, wide open down the middle of the field for 70 yards and an Auburn touchdown.
Yeah, these guys earn a lot of confidence tonight. These young receivers, it's gonna pay off down the road when, you know, teams are trying to stuff our run game. We hadn't had to run the ball much tonight, so you want to utilize these games to build confidence, where last year was a weakness for us offensively, was our passing game.
Here's Brad Law with a check to the Yellowwood scoreboard.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. Yep, some other teams with impressive offensive shows tonight in the SEC. Number 6, Ole Miss shutting out Furman at halftime, 52-0. Alabama leads Western Kentucky 42-0 late in the first half. Outside the league, number 3, Oregon leads Idaho just 14-0 late in the first half. And Michigan's lead over Fresno State just 7-3 with 2 minutes to go until halftime in Ann Arbor. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard update, Andy.
10-10 to go in this one. First half, Auburn 38, Alabama A&M nothing. Miles Parker, Cordadian Welch. They returned the last one. Let's see if Magoo gives them the opportunity here. He will. This one is taken at the 2. And it's Welch, and Welch is taken down at the 16-yard line. Auburn's Sun-South John Deere drive summary. 2 plays, 82, make that 82 yards. 34 seconds for Auburn. Perry Thompson's first collegiate touchdown, a 70-yard strike from Peyton Thorne. Sun-South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. That was Griffin Speaks in on the stop for the Tigers. Former Auburn walk-on, put on scholarship this semester. Played at Auburn High School. Initially went to Baylor, came back to Auburn, and on scholarship right now. 38-0 Auburn, 10:03. Remaining in the first quarter, play first down from the 18-yard line. Brown to the sideline and incomplete, wide of Jacoby Hewitt. Transfer from Florida International. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Brown on the night, 6'11", 79 yards. Langford 1 of 2 for 2. Total yards right now, Auburn 314 to Alabama A&M's 83. 2nd and 10 Nose of the football actually at the 17-yard line for Alabama A&M. Fullback in the slot. They hand it off. Tailback gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard, and that's about all.
Yeah, A&M trying to run the ball against this front. Not getting much yards in the rush game.
Philip Bleedy was right there for the Tigers. Bleedy, 6'3", 282, senior out of Trenton, New Jersey, a transfer from Indiana.
Yeah, Bleedy was a nice pickup this offseason after spring. They helped beef up that defensive front. Like you said, transfer from Indiana, pursued by a lot of teams. And Auburn was able to land him here on the Plains.
3rd down and 8 for A&M. 0 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. Brown drops to throw, throws it up the sideline, and the pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Jacoby Hewitt. We got a late flag on the play, and it's going to go against Kayan Lee, and it's going to be either holding or interference against the sophomore from Ellenwood, Georgia, I believe.
Pass interference, defense number 18. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
I think they may have the number incorrect. Lee was the one defending, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think they meant to call it on Kayan Lee.
Yeah.
Who I think got his left hand on the shoulder
Perhaps.
of the receiver.
He was the one that knocked the ball away. So a first down for Alabama A&M. Out to the 33-yard line. I don't think the defensive coordinator was thrilled with that call on the Auburn sideline. Quarterback draw, Brown hops to the 45-yard line to the 44 before he's taken down by Amaris Williams and Fanaje Gote, transfer from Maryland out of Fort Myers, Florida. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain on first down by Cornelius Brown.
Yeah, a lot of different guys on the defense right now. Rotation.
That's a key for Auburn early on this season, especially 2nd and 7. From the 36, Brown. Middle of the field, looks, he throws, pass complete, it's a first down. Out to the 45-yard line. Jacoby Hewitt with the stop, or with the catch. Preseason All-SWAC, first team All-SWAC. Started in Indiana, then transferred to Memphis, now with Alabama A&M. Out to the 45-yard line, a first down for Alabama A&M, the 6th of the night for the Bulldogs. Brown, play action. He wants to roll. He's going to just take it. He's going to take it in. He's going to lose about 3 yards on the play. That's Malik Blockton that will get the sack. That looked like a busted play from the beginning.
Yeah, he
for
wanted
Alabama
to throw
A&M.
try and throw the quick screen, but I think it was well defended on the outside by Auburn. Instead of throwing the interception, he could have just thrown it away, but he just decided to just take the sack.
Clock continues to roll down. 7:44 in the second quarter. Auburn 38, Alabama A&M nothing. Bulldogs 2nd and 12 from their own 42, left hash mark. Brown drops with some time, now rolls. Looks and he throws incomplete. Hewitt, the intended receiver, but he short-armed to that one. Gote with some pressure on the play. And it's 3rd and 12 for Alabama A&M.
Yeah, Gote right there trying to play in the middle between the receiver and the quarterback, just in case the quarterback decides to run. He has himself in position to make that tackle. If not, you stay in the passing lane between the quarterback and the receiver.
3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Right now, 0 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. Just inside the left hash. Play clock at 3 for Florida, or for Alabama A&M. Barely got the play off in time. Brown looks up the seam, throws complete. Pass is complete out to the Auburn 33-yard line to Duke Miller out of Mize, Mississippi. Yes. Sylvester Smith in coverage for the Tigers. It's a first down. The first 3rd down completion, the first 3rd down conversion of the night for Alabama A&M. It's a 26-yard gain.
Yeah, Duke Miller from Mize, Mississippi, one of Taylorsville rivalries back in my day.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. To the sideline. Pass complete up the sideline and out of bounds shy of the 20 to Keenan Hambrick.
My dad's first coaching job, Andy, was at Mize, Mississippi.
All right. It's a good bit of knowledge there, Jason. Thank you.
It's also the place of the great watermelon, Smith County watermelons.
Well, okay.
If you never had one, you need to try
I
it.
haven't. I should.
You need a Smith County watermelon and a yellow melon.
Nicely played. 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. At the Auburn 26, Brown with some time, now flushed. He rolls to the Auburn boundary and he looks up the sideline and throws it out of bounds. Pressure came from Amaris Williams for the Tiger, the freshman, 6'2", 269, number 10 out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Top recruit out of the state of North Carolina. And it's 3rd and 4 for Alabama A&M at the Auburn 26.
Yeah, this defense has a great rotation, Andy, between the young guys and some of the elder guys. I like the rotation. I like the energy that both groups bring in, keeping guys fresh and able to go hunt the quarterback in these 3rd down situations.
3rd and 4 from the 26. Play clock is down to 4. Down to 2. Barely get the play off in time. Brown drops back to throw, gets pressured, throws it to the end zone and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver on the play, Keenan Hambrick. Kayan Lee defending. He threw into double coverage that time, and it will bring up 4th down and a 4 for Alabama A&M.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to throw that ball. He gave his receiver an opportunity there, but just well defended by Kayan Lee at that corner position up top.
Lee out of Ellenwood, Georgia, 5'11", 181, a sophomore. Forced a fumble that led to a touchdown last year for Auburn at Texas A&M. And now Austin McCready is out for this long field goal attempt. 43-yarder from the left hash. Kick is on the way, right down the middle. And for the first time tonight, Alabama A&M is on the scoreboard at the 6-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. Field goal is good by McCready. And Auburn's lead is cut to 38-3 at the 6-minute mark of the 2nd quarter of play. Stay tuned. Auburn football continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Auburn fans, this is Coach Hugh Freeze asking for your help. On to Victory has been a crucial supporter of Auburn student athletes. It's important to keep that good work going, so please join On to Victory today. War Eagle.
Our next broadcast on the Auburn Sports Network is Monday night. Tiger Talk with head coach Hugh Freeze. Live at 6 p.m. Central from Baumhower's Victory Grill in Auburn. Now back to more of Kickoff on the Plains.
And we'll talk Auburn football. We'll also talk Auburn volleyball on Monday night with head coach Brent Crotch. Auburn opened his season with 3 wins in the tournament over at Neville Arena. His team will be back in action this coming weekend, another home tournament. So we're talking Auburn football and volleyball Monday night on Tiger Talk. Brad Law, Jacob Hillman join me from Baumhower's Victory Grill, 6 o'clock on Monday night. Right now, 6 minutes to go in the first half of play. Auburn 38, Alabama A&M 3. Peyton Thorne, 9 of 15 tonight, 247 yards, 4 touchdowns. It's the first 4-touchdown game in his Auburn career, and the 5th in his career. And he's done the 4 touchdowns tonight in one half of football. And there's still 6 minutes to go in this first half. Jeremiah Cobb to take this kickoff along with Sean Jackson. Jackson is up at the 15, so Cobb the only deep man for the Tigers. Freshman out of Montgomery, 5'11", 196.
Yeah, Cobb, one of those explosive running backs, Andy, we talked about. It's only one football. There's a lot of talent for this ball to go around to.
McCready will kick it away after his 42-yard field goal. And he boots it, and this is returnable. Cobb to the 10. Angles to his right. And Cobb out across the 20, out across the 25-yard line. Out to the 26. So 1st and 10 for Auburn from its own 26-yard line. 5:53 to go in the first half of play. Tigers on top 38-3. Kickoff on the Plains at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Peyton Thorne will tell you, although he's 9 of 15, that should be even better.
Oh, yeah.
So far tonight.
Yeah, he should be almost 4 for 15.
Right.
4 for 15. He should be almost 14 for 15.
Yeah.
Tonight's pass. And Bryce Kane getting some early action here. High school out of Mobile.
From the right hash mark, from the 26, first down. Jarquez Hunter, the tailback, now to the left of Thorne. The snap and the handoff. And Jarquez Hunter carries the pile for a yard and a half out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah,
going off the right side. He gets up, shaking his left hand just a little bit. 2nd down and 8 for Auburn. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Thorne surveys the defense from the right hash mark. Now in the pistol with Jarquez behind him. Now to his right. Play clock at 11. Snap. Thorne drops back to throw. Steps and he throws. Pass is complete. Cam Coleman out across the 45-yard line near midfield. The outstanding freshman out of Central Phoenix City.
Yeah, Cam Coleman ran a great stop route there. He did a good job of pushing his route upfield, making the DB think he was going to go route for a gain of 19.
Out to the 46, the Auburn 46, now from the left hash mark. Thorne, one-step drop, throws to the boundary. Pass is complete to Caleb Burton III. Across midfield for Burton as Auburn continues to spread it around to that impressive wide receiver room. It's an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 8 to the Alabama A&M 46. Game clock at 4:37. Play action. Thorne looks, throws, pass complete, and he is free. Caleb Burton III at the 10 and taken down at the 5. A touchdown, a saving tackle by Marvin Smith.
As a quarterback, that's where you go, you got to be kidding me. Like, 2 more yards couldn't get to the end zone.
Still a 41-yard gain. He broke away from one tackle, but not the next. Thorne hands it up the middle. It is Jarquez inside the 5. Auburn in the Chick-fil-A red zone. Jarquez Hunter inside the 5-yard line as we approach 4 minutes to go in the first half. Auburn on top 38-3 on opening night against Alabama A&M. Thorne now 12 of 18 for 314 yards and 4 scores in this first half of play. Here's 2nd and 4 for Auburn.
Yeah, Jarquez got hit, sandwiched actually by both defensive ends from A&M there.
Auburn 83% scoring in the red zone last year, 27 touchdowns and 8 field goals.
Watch
this
Fair.
2nd and goal from the 4.
Watch Fairweather to the boundary when he comes in motion.
He comes in motion. Play action. Thorne's going to run it. Thorne's going to score. Touchdown, Auburn. Peyton Thorne with the touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, great design right there by Coach Freeze and Coach Nitz. Bring Fairweather. First he lined up in the boundary one-on-one. Used as a one-on-one matchup for him, the ball to be thrown to. But right there, being in disguise, coming in motion. Design run right there for Peyton Thorne to hit it inside the left tackle there for a touchdown.
3 touchdown runs a year ago for Peyton Thorne, his first of this season there. And with 3:22 to go in the first half of play, Auburn has added to its lead. Tigers lead Alabama A&M 44-3. Magoo with the extra point. And he puts that one inside the right upright. And the Tigers have added to the lead. 45-3. Auburn on top. Sun-South John Deere drive summary. Auburn goes 75 yards, 6 plays. I think this is the longest scoring drive of the night for Auburn. 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Peyton Thorne with the 4-yard touchdown run. Auburn's second touchdown run of the night. And Auburn is on top 45-3 against Alabama A&M.
Yeah, Auburn pretty much doing what they want to do tonight offensively. You know, anything they dial up seems to be wide open for an opportunity to make a big play.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. Get a free trial at SiriusXM./SEC Radio 2024. You look beyond the north end zone and the scoreboard there. This is the last year for that scoreboard. You can see a crane that has been erected for the brand new video board that will be coming out of the ground most of this season, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, a lot of things about to take place in that part of the end zone.
Yes, indeed.
You know, the scoreboard,
that will be the first one.
Yeah, that would be the first thing, is getting a new scoreboard in 2025.
About 2/3 as large as the one in the south end zone, and there is more coming to that north end zone. Maybe more news coming in about a week at that Board of Trustee meeting. Magoo will kick it away. Magoo from the end zone. This is Welch. And Welch is hit at the 13-yard line and barely hangs on to the football. He almost lost that ball.
Yeah, great pursuit by our kickoff team.
I think it was Caleb Harris who came up to make the stop. 3:14 to go in the first half. Tigers up 45-3 as we pause 10 seconds for station identification, the Auburn Sports Network. Andy Burcham here to tell you about our friends at Truckworks, the official commercial truck dealer of the Auburn Tigers. Truckworks is Alabama's exclusive Kenworth, Hino, and Isuzu commercial truck dealer and was recently named Kenworth's North. First and 10 for Alabama A&M from its own 13-yard line. They get a yard or two on the play. Carry on the play from Ryan Morrow, the sophomore from Maplesville, Alabama, the nephew of the former Auburn tailback, Harold Morrow. Rushed for 6 touchdowns on 436 yards a year ago. It's 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8.
Sorry, and I know the score is 45-3, but fans, you might want to stick around the second half to see some of these young talent that Auburn's recruited get some playing time.
2nd and 8, just shy of the 15-yard line. Morrow tries to get to the boundary. Morrow breaks one tackle and is taken out of bounds at the 17. Robert Woodyard came up to make the tackle along the Alabama A&M boundary. A gain of maybe a yard on the play. It's 3rd and 7 from the Bulldogs' 16-yard line. The game clock down to 2:30 and counting here in the first half. As Jason mentioned, Auburn on top 45-3. Auburn has punted one time tonight.
Yeah, even though the score is 45-3, guys got to make sure they're still paying attention to details. You're not playing against the clock or the score. You're playing for the future of your football team.
3rd and 7, A&M 1 of 6 or 1 of 8 on 3rd down tonight. Throws and it's wide. Just outside the numbers, the pass intended for DeQuadrian Welch, the freshman from Macon, Mississippi. Champ Anthony, Auburn's nickel star, whatever you want to call it, was in coverage for the Tigers.
Yeah, they call him that nickel star position because he's one of the star players on defense that you can kind of move around. Keontae has been that guy for the last couple of years now. He's moved outside to corner mostly full-time and got Champ Anthony now moving into that nickel position, star position where you can line him up inside, line him up over the slot receivers, also bring him in on certain blitzes.
Keandre Lambert-Smith out to return this punt. He's at about midfield to take this punt from McCready. And he'll call for a fair catch at the 47-yard line. Another 3-and-out tonight for the Auburn defense. 3-and-out tracker driven by Truckworks, official commercial truck dealer of the Auburn Tigers. 34-yard punt, no return. Auburn with 1:57 to go in the first half and gets the ball at the Alabama A&M 47. Tigers lead 45-3. And this is the Auburn Sports Network. it'll be Peyton. Their TRP parts store in Opelika for any commercial truck part you could possibly need. Truckworks, the partner you can count on in the transportation industry since 1978.
This broadcast of Auburn football is brought to you in part by Moe's Original Barbecue. Moe's Original Barbecue in Auburn is the place to go for a Southern soul food revival made from scratch with Southern hospitality. It's also a great place to catch all the games on Saturday when Auburn's on the road. Plus, make us a part of your tailgate experience with our catering options available for pickup or delivery. Moe's Original Barbecue with 2 locations in Auburn, downtown and on Bent Creek Road.
The game has changed, and the future of Auburn athletics now demands a strong NIL program. I'm Jason Campbell. Let's come together, Auburn family, and make a lasting impact. Visit OnToVictory.com. Every dollar you contribute to On to Victory helps create NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Visit www.ontovictory.com and be a part of changing the game for Auburn athletics.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next-generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com. Paid for by the U.S. Department of the Navy in partnership with Blue Forge Alliance.
We're getting a spotlight show during this timeout. 1:57 to go in the first half. Auburn 45, Alabama A&M 3. Auburn season tickets have sold out for a second consecutive season at a record 63,500 purchased with the Auburn student season tickets. And there are students now in the upper deck on the east side, Jordan-Hare Stadium, with a capacity of 88,043. It will be the largest crowd that Alabama A&M has played in front of. There are 2 previous largest crowds here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. 1st and 10 for Auburn at the Alabama A&M 47-yard line. Thorne, the quarterback, from the right hash mark. Thorne turns, play action, steps back, looks, he throws up the seam. It is in and out of the hands of Rivaldo Fairweather at the 32-yard line. A little bit behind Rivaldo. He will tell you should have made the catch.
Yeah, Rivaldo wish he had that one back. Coach Freeze trying to spread the ball around to different guys, get them a chance to get touches early in this ball game before they probably see the second half on the sidelines. A little bit behind him, had to slow down, but he wish he had that catch back.
2nd and 10 from the Alabama A&M 47-yard line. Thorne from the gun. Pulls it, he's going to run it. Thorne, 40, he's to the 30, to the 20, he's to the 15 and run out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Auburn in the Chick-fil-A red zone after the tackle by Jordan Milton, the rover back, a 31-yard gain by Peyton Thorne up the Alabama A&M boundary. First down for Auburn at the Alabama A&M 16, 1:41 to go in the first half of play. We just had our first 2-minute timeout here tonight in college football at Jordan-Hare Stadium. First down from the 16 for Auburn. Damari Alston, the tailback, to the left of Thorne from the right hash mark. Throw to the boundary. The pass is complete to Robert Lewis, another of the transfers. He's the transfer from Georgia State. Elijah Eberhardt with the stop. A gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 to the Alabama A&M 8-yard line. Stops the clock with 1:36 to go in the first half of play. Auburn on top 48-3 on opening night at Jordan-Hare.
Yeah, you see Auburn putting an emphasis on the passing game tonight, trying to get that thing rolling before we get into bigger competition.
Alston, the tailback, flanking Thorne from the right hash. Double wide receivers to the Auburn boundary. That's the left side. Play action to the end zone and over the head of Robert Lewis. Lewis had single coverage with Elijah Eberhardt, the redshirt junior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. 3rd down and 2 with 1:30 to go in the first half of play. Thorne on the night now. 13 of 21, 322 yards, 4 touchdowns. And he's also rushed 4 times for 49 yards and a score. For the Auburn senior out of Naperville, Illinois. One of Auburn's permanent captains along with Luke Deal offensively. Alston up the hash, puts his head down, and Alston is stood up at the 2-yard line and driven back.
Yeah, Coach Freeze talked about he wanted to utilize this game to get Peyton going early this season. A lot riding on his shoulders, but also get that offensive line that he has to move around a little bit over the last couple of weeks, kind of settling in with Tyler Johnson at the left tackle position and Dylan Wade moving from outside left tackle to inside the left guard. So the more you can pass protect, Andy, we know we can run the football, but get into these big games, you got to be able to pass the ball.
1st and goal from the 2 after the carry by Damari Alston. Game clock ticks down to 1:02 and counting. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line for the Tigers. Alston flanks Thorne to his left from the right hash. Handoff. Alston, head down, touchdown. Damari Alston just bulls his way into the end zone behind Lou and Wade and Wright, and it's a touchdown for Damari Alston, the 3rd of his Auburn career.
Yeah, Damari Alston last season battled a lot of injuries. Wasn't able to have the season he wanted to have. This young man has worked extremely hard this offseason to be the bell cow out the Jarquez, him and Jeremiah Cobb as well. Good to see him get a touchdown.
And at the 51-second mark of the first half, Auburn's lead is now 51-3 with Magoo out for the extra point. The Auburn freshman out of Auburn High School kicks it through. And with 51 seconds to go in the first half, Auburn now leads 52-3. Sun South John Deere drive summary, 47 yards, 6 plays, 1:05. Damari Alston with the 2-yard touchdown, a surge. And Auburn leads 52-3 here in this first half of play. Plenty to triumph here in the first half, but I think there are teaching moments for this Auburn offense.
Yeah, it's a lot of teaching moments, you know, not getting lackadaisical. You know, there's a couple of throws and catches in there. We missed throw or we had some drops. You know, you want to continue to practice on consistency. You want to make consistency be a habit of doing the right things all the time. And then, you know, next is just continue to, you playing a number of guys, and there's going to be some mistakes. This is what you want to watch on film so you can correct them. So expect the second half, you know, to see a lot of our young guys get a lot of experience here in this tonight's game.
DeQuadrian Welch is deep to receive along with Miles Parker. Magoo may be tired as many times as he's kicked tonight. And it's all coming this first half of play.
He's only 18, Andy. There's no such thing as tired.
Okay, thank you. He will kick it away for Auburn with 51 seconds to go in the first half of play. Booms it away into the back of the end zone. Stays inbounds down that sideline. And it will be 1st and 10 for Alabama A&M at its own 25-yard line with 51 seconds to go in the half. Alabama A&M's marching band getting ready to come out for its halftime show. Same for the Auburn University marching band. Auburn University marching band over at Opelika High School Thursday night for the Bandorama. One of the great events prior to every football season.
I'll tell you what, though, man, this weather tonight feels awesome. I can just imagine being on myself on a rooftop, you know, just chilling by the pool.
Handoff up the middle to Donovan Eglin. Of course, it's said by a man who's sitting in air conditioning right now.
Yeah, you know, sitting in air conditioning, but ain't it? Hey, the sun's gone.
Yeah.
You know, people enjoying
it. It is awesome, though. You're right.
Yeah.
Philip Bleedy with the tackle after the 2-yard gain by Eglin. Under a half minute to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 8 from the 27 for Alabama A&M. Auburn safely on top, 52-3. Handoff, Eglin gets a hole, puts his head down, close to the first down. Looks like he may be about a half-yard shy of the first down on the play.
They take this to halftime.
Dorian Moosey with the stop, and it does indeed take us to halftime. A first half dominated by Auburn in the first half. Tigers on top by a score of 52-3. And we'll send it downstairs. Ronnie Brown standing by with Auburn head coach Hugh Freeze.
All right, Coach, great start to the 2024 season. Give me your thoughts on the Auburn offense as Peyton's been able to get the ball to many different of your young guys.
Yeah, that's so fun to watch, man. You know, getting the young guys all some touches and getting them some scores. So it's recruiting makes you a better play caller.
Well, that is for sure. What would you want to see from your defense? They pretty much had a donut, excluding a few penalties that helped Alabama A&M move the ball down the field.
You know, I got to go and talk to DJ. I've just listened some, but we've had too many penalties on that side. We got to clean that up. And then seems like we're just missing a line 3 or 4 times and not all on the same page. So we got to clean that up for sure.
Going in 52-3, what is your message for the team at halftime?
Well, let's play mistake-free the second half and hopefully get a lot of kids in and get to see all these young kids get to play.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way. Guys, you heard it. Back to you guys.
All right, Ronnie, thank you very much. The score at halftime, Auburn 52, Alabama A&M 3. Now Brad Law has the Truckworks halftime reports.
Really impressive, both sides of the ball, and 88,000 plus very happy fans in orange and blue after that first half tonight. Let's start with a Yellowwood scoreboard. In the SEC, 6th-ranked Ole Miss leads Furman 59-0. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Over in Tuscaloosa, 5th-ranked Alabama on top of Western Kentucky, 42-0. 5 minutes into the second half. Also tonight, it is number 20, Texas A&M, tied with 7th-ranked Notre Dame. It's been a real defensive war in College Station. 4 field goals, all the scoring in this game. 6-6 the score. Notre Dame has just intercepted a ball at midfield, and so they will have it with under a minute to go in the first half, tied at 6. Other games in progress right now outside the SEC. Number 3, Oregon, struggling with Idaho. They're early in the third quarter up in Eugene. Ducks lead the Vandals 14-0. Speaking of struggling, number 9, Michigan, the post-Jim Harbaugh era and the post-J.J. McCarthy era, slow to get started tonight, leading Fresno State 10-3 up in Ann Arbor at the Big House as they start the second half. And in Manhattan, Kansas, 18th-ranked Kansas State leads UT Martin 27-6. They have a quarter to play in that matchup. Still to come tonight, number 21, Arizona, taking on New Mexico. That game will start in a little more than an hour. One game in the SEC that hasn't yet gotten underway, Kentucky and Southern Miss. They're in a weather delay. They have not started that ball game in Lexington. We'll look into that, get you an update a little later on in the Truckworks halftime report. Alabama A&M's marching band entertaining the crowd here at halftime at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Auburn's offense and defense did plenty of entertaining as well in the first 30 minutes of action. 52-3. Tigers lead it at the half. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the new look at auburntigers.com. Read the latest feature stories. Get critical game day information and graphics. Search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected by digital and social media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or buy your tickets to the next event on the athletics calendar. auburntigers.com, the official website of Auburn Athletics.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. I get into the sweetness of the honey, then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
The game has changed, and the future of Auburn athletics now demands a strong NIL program. I'm Jason Campbell. Let's come together, Auburn family, and make a lasting impact. Visit OnToVictory.com. Every dollar you contribute to On to Victory helps create NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Visit www.ontovictory.com and be a part of changing the game for Auburn athletics.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome back to Jordan-Hare Stadium for the Truckworks halftime report. Truckworks offers Kenworth, Hino, and Isuzu commercial trucks. That allows Truckworks to provide the solution for virtually any commercial trucking need. Auburn trucked its way through the first half to a 52-3 lead. Last time Auburn put 50 or more on the board in the first half was that 2018 Music City Bowl, that rout of Purdue, where the Tigers led 56-0 at halftime of that game. That included a pick six. Plenty of staunch defensive efforts tonight, but no defensive scores to this point. Let's get to the highlights of the first half as called by the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham. Alabama A&M won the toss and deferred to the second half, and all the Tigers offense needed was a crease. They hit Malcolm Simmons on a 12-yard pitch and catch on the first play of the ball game, 9 yards on the next play to KLS. 2 plays later, the Tigers went to the ground for the first time.
Thorne brings Jarquez Hunter to his left hip out of the shotgun. He turns, he hands it right up the middle. Jarquez, 30, 25, 20, to the boundary, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown! Jarquez Hunter, 34 yards for the Tigers.
Preseason All-SEC first-team selection on his first carry of the season finds the end zone, and the Tigers led 7-0 just 4 plays into the game. Auburn's defense just as impressive on their first possession, forcing a 3-and-out. Tigers got the ball back at their own 33-yard line. And on the first play, the explosive passing game was on display.
First down for Thorne. With some time, steps to the pocket, throws it up the hash, has a man open. He's got it. That's going to be a touchdown. 5, score! Keandre Lambert-Smith. Perfectly thrown, Peyton Thorne.
That's the big playability you talk about when you get Keandre Lambert-Smith, a big play guy from Penn State, transfer, 67-yard touchdown catch there. Peyton Thorne threw that ball right on the money right there. Great timing, great catch by Keandre, and showing you that athleticism and then the speed after the catch.
A longer pass than any Peyton Thorne had last season. That 67-yard strike, and the newcomers at wide receiver were on display. Another 3-and-out forced by the Auburn defense, and a short punt gave Auburn really good field position. They were set up at the Alabama A&M 44-yard line. This time, another newcomer made waves.
Peyton Thorne, play action. He looks, he throws, wide open, downfield, Cam Coleman, touchdown! 44 yards!
That's the star receiver right there, one of the top 3 receivers in the nation last year out of high school from Phoenix City down this road here. You wanted to see him get involved early. I like the play call, a stutter go on the outside by Cam Coleman. Great call by Coach Freeze right there. Giving Peyton Thorne confidence and these receivers. I like it. Great job right there, great play call.
So 2 of the first 3 drives of the game for Auburn were one-play touchdown drives. Auburn led 21-0 less than 4 minutes into the game, and on Auburn's first 6 plays, they had amassed 166 yards. Alabama A&M was able to get a tipped pass into the hands of Miles Carter all the way down to the 1-yard line on their next drive. Bulldogs, though, went backwards on the next couple of plays. That set them up at the 12 for a field goal try. It was wide right, and so the score remained 21-0. Teams exchanged punts until later in the first quarter. That's when Auburn got the ball at its own 35-yard line. A 9-yard run by Peyton Thorne, followed by a 15-yard sprint by Jarquez Hunter. Then Malcolm Simmons caught a 21-yard pass down to the 20-yard line. That was aided by a targeting call. That moved it halfway to the goal line at the 9, and a couple of plays later, once again, the passing game did big things.
From the left hash mark, the snap, Thorne, play action. He looks wide open. Touchdown, Keandre Lambert-Smith. Third touchdown pass of the night for Thorne. Second in the career of Keandre Lambert-Smith at Auburn.
It was the longest drive of the night so far for the Tigers. 6 plays, 65 yards, and Auburn led 28-0. Another 3-and-out for Alabama A&M to close the first quarter. The second period opened with Keontae Scott taking it down the right sideline into the end zone, but he stepped out at the 21-yard line, and the Tigers were able to get down to the 14, but no further. Towns Magoo came in, kicked a 32-yard field goal, and early in the second, Auburn led 31-0. Alabama A&M able to drive down the field on its next possession, moved to a couple of first downs, worked the ball down inside the 25-yard line, went for it on 4th and 7 at the Auburn 21. They gained a couple of yards, but not able to get the first down, and it was a turnover on downs. So Auburn took the ball at its own 18-yard line. Thorne hit another freshman, Perry Thompson, on a 12-yard gain on the first play of the drive. On the next play, a little further than that.
Auburn from the pistol in a play action. Thorne drops. He looks up the sideline. Has a man open. It's Perry. Perry, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Perry Thompson, 70 yards and a score. Touchdown, Auburn.
We just talked about the playmaking ability by these big receivers. Perry Thompson, standing 6'3", 222-pound freshman from Foley, Alabama, ran another post route similar to what Lambert Smith ran earlier in the game. Great throw again by Peyton Thorne and hit him in strides. And Perry Thompson does the rest. Touchdown for Auburn. 4th touchdown pass tonight for Peyton Thorne. Got to be a confidence builder for him.
5th time in Thorne's career, first time at Auburn that he's thrown for 4 touchdowns in a game, and that was 38-0 midway through the second. Alabama A&M got some points on the board on its next drive, aided by a pass interference penalty that moved the ball out a little bit closer to midfield. They hit Duke Miller on a 26-yard pass that got the ball inside the 30. A couple of plays later, a 43-yard field goal by McCready, a 12-play, 49-yard drive, and with 6 minutes to go in the half, Auburn's lead was 38-3. Auburn found the end zone again on its next possession. A 41-yard pass to Caleb Burton moved the ball inside the 5. 2 plays later, Peyton Thorne, a 4-yard touchdown run. That made it 45-3. Another 3 and out for the defense. A 31-yard run by Peyton Thorne on the second play of the next possession. Ultimately, they worked it inside the 5, and Damari Alston scored from 2 yards out to make it 52-3. And that is our score at the half. Truckworks halftime report rolls on with numbers from the first 30 minutes. Again, the Tigers lead the Bulldogs 52-3 here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. The Truckworks halftime report continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Thinking of advancing your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer full-time and online programs in finance, supply chain management, information systems, accounting, and business administration. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
This copyrighted broadcast is authorized under rights granted to play fly sports by Auburn University and is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. It may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted in any form without the documented consent of Auburn University and Play Fly Sports.
Mark Aston with his best John Facenda. It is the Truckworks halftime report. Tigers lead the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M 52-3. Halftime stats are presented by the Alabama Department of Public Health. They say, don't wait, vaccinate, protect yourself and others by staying current on all vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Well, Tigers doubled up the Bulldogs in first downs. But Alabama A&M doubled up Auburn in time of possession, the most meaningless stat from this first half. All in all, Auburn 11 rushes, 144 yards. Alabama A&M 21 rushes, 15 yards. Peyton Thorne, 13 of 21 for 322 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. Alabama A&M saw Cornelius Brown and Xavier Langford go a combined 10 for 20 for 123 yards through the air along a 56. So altogether, Alabama A&M ran 41 plays for 138 yards. Auburn 32 plays, 436 yards. Third down conversions, A&M 1 of 9, Tigers 2 of 4 individually. Auburn rushing 4 carries for Jarquez Hunter, 53 yards and a score. Peyton Thorne also carried 4 times for 49 yards and a touchdown. Damari Alston 3 carries, 12 yards and a score. Receiving, Keandre Lambert-Smith with 3 catches to lead the way, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns for the transfer from Penn State. Perry Thompson, 2 catches for 82 yards and a score. Cam Coleman, 2 catches, 62 yards and a score. Caleb Burton with 2 catches for 49 yards in the first half. For Alabama A&M, Donovan Eaglin was he was the leading ball carrier, 9 carries for a total of 10 yards in the first half. Cornelius Brown, 6 carries, 5 yards. Ryan Morrow, 4 carries for 4 yards. And their leading receiver was Jacoby Hewitt with 3 catches for 19 yards. Keenan Hambrick, 2 catches for 62. Duke Miller, 2 for 31. Leading tackler Marvin Smith had 5 for Alabama A&M. Jalen McLeod with 5 tackles, including 2 for loss and a sack. Dorian Mausi also 3 tackles, 2 for loss. Robert Woodyard with 3 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. All of that adds up to a 49-point Auburn lead. 52-3 is your score at the break. Thanks for listening to the Truckworks Halftime Report. We're back with the second half after this. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges and create access to opportunities that benefit all. To learn how Auburn's at work in your community, visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama. This message is sponsored by Auburn University, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Wetumpka is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Wetumpka. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
dominant first half of play. Tigers lead at the break by a score of 52-3. Take it to the house this football season with the Alabama Manufactured Housing Association and the Auburn Tigers for SEC home games that make that SEC games. If Auburn returns his first received kickoff of the second half for a touchdown, one lucky fan will win up to $75,000 toward the purchase of a manufactured home from an authorized AMHA dealer. Register today at auburntigers.com/take it to the house. Certain terms and conditions apply. For a complete list of contest rules, visit auburntigers.com/take it to the house. We understand that these will be 10-minute quarters here in the second half of play. 10-minute quarters to open the second half.
Yeah, it's part of the mercy rule. Instead of playing normal 15-minute quarters, when the score is kind of lopsided like it is right now, 52-3, you want to make sure guys get out of here healthy as well.
Auburn will kick off to open the second half of play going into the north end zone, and Magoo kicks it off, and it is taken by Miles Parker, 2 yards deep. Starts up the field, tries to go up the middle, and is taken down. Good coverage by Auburn. He's shy of the 15-yard line. Is Parker, and first down for Alabama A&M. All right, what do you want to see out of this Auburn defense in half number 2 after a dominant first half?
Well, you know, a lot of your backup guys about to play, and a lot of those guys are very young. You're talking about a lot of true freshmen and redshirt freshmen that are about to go into the game. You want to make sure they're lining up in the right spots, making sure they're still playing attack football, that they're not cutting loose. So I would like to see them continue in this second half to play sound football.
Cornelius Brown will start the second half at quarterback for Alabama A&M. He was 9 of 18 for 121 yards in the first, and he will run it, and he gets out to the 18, make that the 19-yard line before the big 6'5" quarterback is taken down by Jaquez Robinson. Jaquez, a grad student. He's a transfer from Colorado most recently, was at Alabama as well. He was with Charles Kelly at both of those schools, and now with Charles Kelly at Auburn as well. A gain of 5, 2nd and 5. It throws a slant route, and the pass is complete about 3 yards shy of the end or the first down marker to Duke Miller. Stop made by Caleb Harris along with Fanaje Gote for Auburn. Again, 10-minute quarters here in the second half. If you're watching with us, watching here in the stadium, listening to us on Live Sports Radio, that is correct. 10-minute quarters here in the second half. Auburn 52, Alabama A&M 3. Alabama A&M 1 of 9 on third downs in the first half. This is a 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs just beyond the 21-yard line. 4 wide set. Donovan Eglen is the tailback. He's out of the backfield. They throw it, and it's incomplete. Short of Jacoby Hewitt near the Alabama A&M boundary.
Yeah, trying to run a sprint pass, get him away from the pass rush right there. Quarterback got to get his hips turned to make an accurate throw. Never got his hips turned all the way around that throw. That's why you saw that ball go down, take a nose dive to the ground.
Keandre Lambert-Smith will drop to receive for Auburn. And he stands right now, his heels at the Auburn 40-yard line, awaiting this punt.
Yeah, some people are wondering why some of your starters in the game. You got to get in game shape. You know, you're getting ready for next week's game.
McCready's punt is a short one. Actually, it was blocked and into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown for Auburn to Malcolm Simmons.
Well,
that's a nice way to start the second half, isn't it?
Well, we figured after a while he may block one.
He came close about 3 times in the first half.
Yeah, he's gotten close a lot, and trying to figure out and wait and see who got a hand on this, if it was Simmons or someone else, but he definitely covered for the touchdown.
And the Tigers now lead 58-3. And Magoo is out for the extra point. The holder is Oscar Chapman. The kick is up, and it is good. Good snap to McCready. And I'm not sure if Simmons was the one that got it. I think he was. There were 2 Auburn players there. It went to the end zone, and Simmons just picked it up on a bounce for the score.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the 2 guys there at the point of attack. I'm not sure what the punter was doing there. He actually took a lot of steps into the rush.
Sure did, yep. 8:25 to go in the third. Auburn 59, Alabama A&M 3. Stay tuned. Auburn football continues in a moment. Andy Bertram here to tell you about our friends at Truckworks, the official commercial truck dealer of the Auburn Tigers. Truckworks is Alabama's exclusive Kenworth, Hino, and Isuzu commercial truck dealer and was recently named Kenworth's North American Dealer of the Year. Truckworks is the Southeast headquarters for dump trucks, sleeper trucks, box vans, and everything in between. Stop into their TRP parts store in Opelika for any commercial truck part you could possibly need. Truckworks, the partner you can count on in the transportation industry since 1978.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
My name is Ian Munsick. I'm a cowboy, songwriter, country and western artist from Wyoming, and Boot Barn asked me to share my story.
I want you to sing this song so loud they can hear you in Wyoming.
In terms of making music, the thing that I'm most inspired by is how I grew up. The Western way of life is just in my DNA, and telling those stories through my music has just been a part of me for my whole life. I never started to make music to write hits. I started making music to express who I am and what the West is. And so as long as I'm staying true to that, then I'll have hits in my own book. And at the end of the day, I would rather be known as a humble dad, husband, and advocate of the West than a popular musician. Boot Barn, keep West.
Auburn's first turnover of the season is a blocked punt with 8:25 to go in the third. Auburn 59 and Alabama A&M 3. Let's get a report. Ronnie Brown on the sideline with his Cook's Pest Control sideline report.
All right, guys, it's been a lot of scoring from this Auburn football team, and thanks to Mike O'Reilly, they add one on the special team side. Had a close opportunity earlier with Keontae on the punt return, but Mike O'Reilly goes up the gut, and they've been flirting with it all day, talking about A&M with the punt coverage, and Auburn was able to capitalize, get a block, and it ends up in a touchdown for the Auburn Tigers.
All right, Ronnie, thanks. Auburn's last blocked punt came by Kalen Newton against Mississippi State, November 13th, 2021. It was recovered in the end zone by Malcolm Simmons, who had come close to blocking a couple earlier punts, but this block, Jason, came right up the gut with Mike O'Reilly.
Yeah, Mike O'Reilly, one of those tight ends as well, physical tight end, came up the middle, kind of man amongst boys on that type of play where he kind of just blowed up the middle of that, able to reach his hand out there and get the tip of that ball.
Magoo will kick it away. And up the sideline, it stays in bounds, however. And a touchback, and Alabama A&M will have 1st and 10 at its own 25-yard line. Mike O'Reilly right up the gut. He blew that play up. The ball then deflected high into the end zone, and Malcolm Simmons had trouble finding it. Finally did, and he beat the punter McCready to the ball for the touchdown.
Yeah, Malcolm Simmons wanted that touchdown. He was looking around.
Absolutely.
He did a 360, and he finally found it.
First down from the 25 for Alabama A&M. These are shortened to quarters here in the second half, just 10-minute quarters in the second half. Handoff, Glenn tries to bounce it to the outside. Actually, that's Ryan Morrow with the carry. He gets 4 yards on the play. Caleb Harris comes up to make the stop for the Tigers.
Yeah, the thing about it, you see a lot of young guys out there in the secondary for sure.
And hopefully we'll continue to see some young guys out there in the second half.
Yeah, this is valuable experience for them.
2nd and 6 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Auburn on top, 59-3. Again, to tell you, these are 10-minute quarters, so this second half will go by quickly. 2nd and 6 from the 29. Play action, throw to the boundary, first down to the 40-yard line to Duke Miller. Our engineer, Patrick Tisdale, said, can you do anything to make it a quicker second half? Consider that done, Pete Tizzy.
Tisdale, you cannot take the reps away from the young pups. They've been practicing all summer.
7:26 on a counting clock in the third. First down for Alabama A&M out to its own 40.
veteran guy, you used to love to see the young guys get their action because, you know, they give you such great looks running a scout team and everything. As the season go on, you know, they're more of your spectator.
From the 41st down, it's a handoff. Morrow bounces to the outside, gets 10 yards to midfield. And a first down taken out of bounds by Sylvester Smith for the Tigers, the redshirt freshman from Mumford, Alabama. Next action for Auburn, the Tigers host Cal next Saturday at 2:30. Our coverage on the Auburn Sports Network begins at 11:30. Alabama A&M home against Kentucky State next Saturday. First down for Alabama A&M at midfield. 59-3, Auburn leads it. Morrow flanks Brown. A fake flip to him. He throws up the sideline, and the pass is complete. Nice catch by Duke Miller down the Auburn boundary. J.C. Hart defending. It wasn't a poor job of defending by Hart, but a nice play by Miller to go up and get that ball.
Yeah, just a great throw and catch by Miller and Brown.
Got a foot down. First down to the 30. Tries to throw to the Alabama boundary, and incomplete, intended for Miles Parker. Parker, redshirt junior out of Allen, Texas. Transferred in from Santa Monica College, where he had 59 or 58 catches for 712 yards and 9 TDs. A career that started at Valparaiso in Indiana.
If you ask many people, Andy, who's the fastest guy on the Auburn football team, most of them will tell you it's J.C. Hart.
Yes, I've heard that all fall camp from a number of sources, including the players. 2nd and 10 from just inside or nose of the football at the Auburn 30. Auburn rushes 4. Brown with a little time on his back foot, sets and he throws it up the middle of the field and incomplete. Overthrew Jacoby Hewitt into the end zone. And it will bring up 3rd and 10 from the Auburn 30.
Yeah, great coverage right there by the secondary. It all started with push up front by Quintrell Jamison. Get into the lap of Brown and the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable.
Auburn going sometimes 8 deep on that front, defensive front tonight. That's good to see.
Yeah, you're going to need it. You need depth all season long.
Auburn with 3 at the line of scrimmage on 3rd down and 10. Play clock at 8 as Brown checks with the Alabama A&M sideline. Down to 3. That's the play off. Auburn rushes 3. Brown throws back across his body. Incomplete. Intended for Duke Miller. He was separated from the ball by Caleb Harris. A clean but a tough hit. And Miller coughed it up.
Yeah, great job right there. Caleb Harris being in position. Make a play on that ball.
Freshman safety 6'1", 201 from Bessemer. Here's 4th and 10. Alabama A&M will go for it. Brown looks to the Bulldog sideline. A 5-wide set for Alabama A&M. 4th and 10 at the Auburn 30. Line to gain just shy of the 20. Brown drops. Auburn rushes 3. Sets and he throws. It's complete to Miller. Miller is at the 5, inside the 5, down to the 3 and a first down. Make that down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, Brown to Miller seems to be a combination for A&M. If you want to look for a bright spot for them tonight as they move forward in their season. Like I said, Miller from Miles, Mississippi, and Brown, the transfer from UT Martin, set his feet on 4th down and fired a bullet.
Miller, 6 catches, 92 yards to lead Alabama A&M. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs at the Auburn 2. Glenn is the tailback. A pair of fullbacks, Kobe Brown and Barry White, in there as well. They go to a Glenn. He stood up at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A Glenn again taken down by Harris.
One of A&M's offensive linemen getting up a little gimpy.
Yeah, that's Neville Brown, the right tackle.
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody get hurt, especially this late in the game and this lopsided.
Cannell Maynor in his 7th season at Alabama A&M, 34 and 26. 2nd and 2, 2nd and goal from the 2. Those two fullbacks just outside the right tackle. Brown's going to run the option, flips it behind to Glenn, and it goes out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Terrence Love with a disruptive play for Auburn. All right, 3rd and goal from the 2. Excuse me, 3rd and goal now from the 8. Five wide set.
And no safeties in the middle of the field.
For Cornelius Brown. Auburn rushes forward. Ball is deflected at the line of scrimmage and almost picked off. I believe Robert Woodyard is the one that stepped in front of that pass and deflected it. And now it's 4th and goal from the 8.
Yeah, immediately we saw no safeties in the middle of the field, 2 guys up in the line of scrimmage. That usually means blitz. I mean, the offensive line is going to slide one way, and one defender is going to come free.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, Woodyard was not touched until he touched the quarterback after deflecting the ball.
Yep, A&M sliding protection to the left. Quarterback knows the ball got to come out to his front side. Williard did the right thing. You can't get there for the sack, Andy. You always raise your hand and let your hand become a defender for yourself.
This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt by Austin McCready.
Play of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Right, rather than rush it, they'll take a 5-yard penalty and make it a 30-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, that's a lot of learning for A&M as well. You know, this is probably going to be their biggest opponent they play all season, and you get a chance to watch them tape and correct a lot of things as well from this game as you move along in your competition for the rest of the season. You know, like I said, they're highly touted for their division. Expect at the end of the year for them to be in competition for a championship at their level.
3:20 to go in a shortened 3rd quarter. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt by Austin McCready. Just inside the left hash. And he pulled it wide left. That one never had a chance.
Yeah, that's 2 field goals he's missed today. You know, if you're A&M, it's a little bit of a concern moving forward. You know, your kicking game is going to be huge for them as they move down their schedule. You want to make those kicks consistently.
3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 3rd. Auburn 59, Alabama A&M 3. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Straight ahead, Mason to the 10, breaks a tackle to the 5. He's in! You may put this one on ice. 58-42. 13 yards from Mason, his 4th touchdown of the day, and the Tigers may have just clinched their 8th SEC title.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is Auburn football on the Auburn Sports Network.
I spy a new Camry.
Ooh, I spy a sporty RAV4.
I spy deals on the entire lineup at the Toyota National Sales Event.
Good eye.
Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on the new 2024 Toyota RAV4. Offer valid through September 3rd, 2024. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
When we say we're an everything school, we mean it. Auburn University isn't just home to the best athletics program in the nation. It's also home to the best student-centered engineering experience in America. And that's not just a slogan, it's a promise. The Samuel Ginn College of Engineering ranks as the top engineering college in the state of Alabama, while also ranking as one of the best public engineering colleges in the nation. Tomorrow's leaders, innovators, and world changers begin at the Ginn College of Engineering. Visit today, eng.auburn.edu.
Sports not only bring us together, they inspire us on our own health journeys. Whether we're walking an extra lap, crushing a new goal, or spending time with friends cheering in the stands, we all win when we feel healthier and happier. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is a proud sponsor of athletic programs across the state. Because a healthier Alabama is a happier Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
3:12 in the third. Auburn 59, Alabama A&M 3. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification of the Auburn Sports Network. Hank Brown is the Auburn quarterback. Auburn's first offensive possession. He looks, he throws to the Auburn boundary, in and out of the hands of Malcolm Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons got excited on that one.
At Lipscomb Academy. Named the number 2 quarterback last week by the head coach. He turns, he hands right up the middle. And out to a first down is Jeremiah Cobb, the freshman out of Montgomery.
Yeah, Jeremiah Cobb, exceptional speed.
Guy with
exactly what doing an open field, gain of 14.
Over 8,000 all-purpose yards in high school. He'll get another carry. Cuts it upfield. He is across the 40, out to the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the carry for Jeremiah Cobb. We may see Auburn do a lot of this for the remainder of this night.
Yeah, going to try to get Hank a few throws in there. He's always one play away from having to be the guy.
He will throw here. He floats it out to Jeremiah Cobb, and he is at the first down marker. I think he's still going to be about a half yard shy of the first down. Hank, 6'4", 208, redshirt freshman out of Nashville. Here's 3rd and 1. This is just Auburn's 5th third down conversion of the night. The Tigers are 2 of 4 on 3rd down. Play action, throw, complete. Malcolm Simmons, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown Malcolm Simmons. Oh, what a move after the catch for the score.
Yeah, Malcolm Simmons showing you the speed and explosiveness after the catch, to catch that ball in mid and speed, and to make a turn and get upfield as fast as he could to leave the DB. Man, this young freshman receiver group is fun to watch.
57 yards on the pitch and catch. Hank Brown to Malcolm Simmons. The state long and high jump champ, Simmons with the touchdown. He scored a couple touchdowns in this second half.
Yeah, if you're a quarterback, you got to love what you see from these young guys.
1:40 to go in the third. Magoo with the extra point. It's good. And Auburn adds to its lead and scores on its only drive thus far of the third quarter of play. Brown, Simmons made it put a foot in the ground, and buddy, when he cut it back to the Auburn sideline, it was all over. Auburn University isn't just home to the best athletics program in the nation. It's also home to the best student-centered engineering experience in America. That's not just a slogan, it's a promise. Find your future at the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Visit eng.auburn.edu. 80 yards, 5 plays, 1:32 on the Sun-South John Deere drive summary. Brown to Simmons for the touchdown. Sun-South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Auburn football continues in a moment.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
The game has changed, and the future of Auburn athletics now demands a strong NIL program. I'm Jason Campbell. Let's come together, Auburn family, and make a lasting impact. Visit OnToVictory.com. Every dollar you contribute to On to Victory helps create NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Visit www.ontovictory.com www.ontovictory.com and be a part of changing the game for Auburn athletics.
The Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger is an all-time favorite. It brings so many flavors together in harmony, you might wonder if it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's got 2 all-beef patties, both of which fantastic. Crispy bacon, love that. Grilled onions, melty cheese. I mean, who would say no? And sweet and spicy pepper sauce. Yes, please. I guess we're kind of partial to every part. The Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger from Whataburger, just like you like it.
You're listening to Kickoff on the Plain. Back to Jordan-Hare Stadium for more of Auburn and Alabama A&M.
There's been a lot of kickoff on the Plains tonight from Towns-Magoo. Auburn leads 66-3 with 1:40 to go in a shortened third quarter. Again, both the third and the fourth quarters, we understand it, limited to 10 minutes.
Yeah, he might be the sorest guy in the locker room.
I thought you said he shouldn't be sore since he's 18 years old.
You're right, Andy. You got me on that one.
Okay.
I cannot say anything on that. You got me.
He will kick it away. He's had a good opening night, as a lot have for the Auburn Tigers here tonight. And kicks that one about 4 yards deep into the end zone. There will be no return by Alabama A&M. 8 different receivers have caught the ball tonight for Auburn. Peyton Thorne, 13 of 21, 322 yards, 4 touchdowns. He ran for another. Hank Brown, 2 of 3, 59 yards and a touchdown. First down for Alabama A&M at its own 35 with Auburn leading 66-3. 1:40 to go in the third quarter of play.
And them changed quarterbacks.
Handoff by Langford, and nothing doing. Jason Jones was the first one there to meet number 32, Colton Nero.
Jason Jones had a good offseason. This year he came in with a lot more focus, attending to details, talking with Coach Buntrell. You know, he's done an exceptional job of getting himself prepared for this season.
Bontrell King-Williams, Auburn's defensive line coach, interior defensive line coach, named in the offseason. I talked to him, I said, what's your last 8 months been like? He says, well, I have my dream job, and I am now engaged to my dream woman. Been a pretty good time for Bontrell. Langford, play action. Up the seam, throws, passes incomplete, almost picked off. Pass was intended for Donovan Wright, but he was bobbling it. And Caleb Harris has had a whale of a second half. Right in the middle of that one for the Tigers defensively.
Yeah, Buntrell, I can remember sitting with him at the Arkansas game last year, the night before we played Arkansas, and he was talking about wanting to be one of those great defensive line coaches. And he's ready for it with the energy.
Yep.
Little did he know that it was going to happen for him 2 months later.
Given the opportunity, moves from that analyst role onto the field for the Tigers. Clock stopped with 49 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Auburn leading 66-3 on opening night. Third down and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called by Alabama A&M. They may have seen something from a set-wise. They were also running out of time.
Yeah, Coach Garrett taking the defensive line coaching job at Jacksonville Jaguars, opened up the door and opportunity for Buntrell.
All right, here's a Brad Law with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard.
All right, finally, someone gets in the end zone in College Station. Notre Dame is the first to score a touchdown at Texas A&M. Irish on top of the Aggies, 13-6, as they get ready to go to the fourth quarter in that matchup. They're getting ready to start in Lexington. In fact, they are just underway. A lengthy weather delay in Bluegrass territory. Kentucky and Southern Miss just getting underway there in Lexington. That's where Auburn will go in the month of October. Right now, Tigers on top 66-3. Andy, that's a Yellowwood scoreboard update.
Yeah, Brad, after 5 in a row at home to open the season, Auburn goes to Georgia, Vanderbilt, and, Georgia, Missouri, and Kentucky in the month of October.
Oh, only 2 games in October, right?
3.
5 weeks.
One bye week, 3 away games.
Gotcha.
Langford steps up. He's pressured. Langford's going down. Malik Blockton was the first one there for Auburn. Freshman out of Pike Road, Alabama. 45 sacks for the brother of Marcus Harris.
Yeah, Malik's had a good night tonight. He's pumped, too. He got him a sack. Gonna get on the phone after this game and call his brother and say, hey, I'm trying to surpass you in this sack category, buddy.
Will Upton back to take this punt for Auburn.
I love to see it.
He's the guy that Hugh Freeze says if we absolutely positively need someone to catch a punt, it's number 80, Will Upton. Punts it away, does McCready. Upton is hit just as he catches the ball, and he did. Holy cow.
I think he fair catched it. He still got hit.
Got slammed on the play by Cortland Taylor and still held on to the ball.
So, yes, I agree.
Yes.
He can catch the ball.
Smile as he comes to the sideline. End of the third quarter. Auburn 66. Alabama A&M 3. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated, usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjerd Parkway and Wire Road.
It's no secret prices have gone up. Gas is up, groceries are up, my streaming subscription's up. Everything has gone up in price. And if you're like me, this also includes credit card balances and other debts. Trying to keep up is just hard. That's why I went to Max Credit Union. They've been helping people turn their debts into one affordable monthly payment using their home's equity. It's pretty great, right? Get started at mymax.com or call 334-260-2600. For qualified borrowers, certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender, NMLS 410580.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Brad Law back at Jordan-Hare Stadium with a game update, which is brought to you by Wind Creek Casinos. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games and win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. Well, in the third quarter, Auburn had the ball for 1 minute 32 seconds and ran 5 plays, yet they outscored Alabama A&M 14-0. Malcolm Simmons with a block punt return or a recovery in the end zone. Micah Riley blocked the punt, and Simmons recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. And then on the only offensive possession of the 10-minute quarter, Hank Brown hit Malcolm Simmons on a 57-yard scoring strike, and Auburn extends its lead to 66-3 as the Tigers get set for the fourth and final quarter, another 10-minute quarter. The light show just wrapping up here at Jordan-Hare Stadium, and look at how many people, Andy Burcham, Jason Campbell, are still here with Auburn leading 66-3.
And they're all swag surfing right now at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Been a fun opening night of football for the Tigers, leading 66-3. Quite a light show indeed in between the third and the fourth quarter. Hank Brown gets his second tour of duty tonight. On that first drive, Brown 2 of 3 for 59 yards.
Yeah, Perry Thompson and Bryce Kane. Perry Thompson and Robert Lewis in the slot.
First and 10 from the Alabama A&M 42-yard line. We'll get you some of the substitutes up front for the Tigers. It's a handoff Off the left side, Jeremiah Cobb breaks a couple tackles, stays on his feet inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. E.J. Harris, DeAndre Carter, Ronan Chambers, Braden Joyner, Jaden Muskrat for Auburn up front.
Tight end position got Rico Walker. His dad played here at Auburn as well.
Rico, a transfer from Maryland, met his folks prior to the A-Day game. Snap to Brown, throws it out of bounds over the head of Perry Thompson. A little bit of on that snap, he bobbled it just a bit and threw it away. 3rd and 5 for Auburn at the Alabama A&M 37.
Yeah, trying to throw a stop route to Perry Thompson over there on the left side. Just couldn't get a quite good hand on the ball.
2 10-minute quarters in the second half tonight with this one well in hand. Mike O'Reilly in motion, sets up outside the right tackle. 3rd down and 5. Brown sets, he looks, he throws to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown! Caught by Caleb Burton. Pardon me, Sam Jackson the 5th.
Sam Jackson going up, high pointing the ball, almost like a Hail Mary throw that Hank Brown threw up there.
Yeah, it was a free play for Auburn, a 37-yarder.
That's what we always talked about. Anytime you get a free play, throw it up and give your guys an opportunity. Don't throw a lone foul ball. Keep that ball in play. You see right there, Jackson going up, high pointing the ball. I think Auburn might be over 400 yards passing tonight with 6 touchdowns. A difference from a year ago.
Towns Magoo with yet another extra point. 72-3, Auburn on top. 9:09 to go in the 4th. Chapman to hold it, Reed Hughes to snap it. The kick is good. 9 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Hank Brown, 2 touchdown passes. And boy, Sam Jackson just went up and took it out of the air for the score.
Yeah, it was 2 receivers in the same area, but Jackson decided to go up and high point this ball.
Heck of a catch for the former quarterback from Cal.
Yeah.
SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the unexpected. SeatGeek. 9:09 to go in the 4th. Auburn on top, 73-3. And Auburn football continues in a moment.
I spy a new Camry.
Ooh, I spy a sporty RAV4.
I spy deals on the entire lineup at the Toyota National Sales Event.
Good eye.
Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $349 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through September 3rd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3648 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
At Country Financial, we make insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, our representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next-generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com. Paid for by the U.S. Department of the Navy in partnership with Blue Forge Alliance.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If the loosest slots and most free play are what you like, then Wind Creek Montgomery is your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
.09 to go in the 4th. Auburn 73, Alabama A&M 3 on opening night. Hank Brown has had 2 offensive drives in the second half. He's 3 of 5, 2 touchdowns for 96 yards. Malcolm Simmons and Sam Jackson the 5th.
He has running with him and Caleb Wooten down there talking about why they checking sunflower seeds.
Sun South John Deere Drive summary, 42 yards, 3 plays, 5:51. Short kickoff taken at the 6 by DeQuadrian Welch. Jake Cruzy with the stop for Auburn in coverage. 8:59 to go in the fourth, and Auburn will get an opening night win and get ready for Cal to come in here on Saturday. 2:30 is kickoff. Auburn and Cal, our pregame coverage on the Auburn Sports Network. Tiger Tailgate Show presented by Conecuh Sausage starts at 11:30.
TJ Lindsey, after number 13, playing at left defensive tackle spot out of IMG Academy. Another big-time recruit from last season.
Auburn with 4 at the line of scrimmage. Auburn rushes 4. Throw up the sideline, incomplete. Good coverage down the sideline by Jake Crawford for the Tigers on the first down to throw. 2nd and 10 from the 20 for Alabama A&M.
You look at number 10 and number 11, 2 young, Amarius Williams and Jamonte Waller. Gonna be some problems for Auburn down the stretch.
2nd down, and there are going to be some problems for opponents too. Handoff in the backfield. Makes the first man miss, but Colton and Nero still taken down for a 3-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, those 2 guys, man, got great size, athletic. You're looking at pass rushers and guys that can get after the quarterback.
Morris Williams, Robert
like.
Woodyard Jr., DeMarcus Riddick.
Coach Hugh talked about the future's bright. It'll take you 3 recruiting classes, and already 1 recruiting class in.
This first one is significant.
Yeah, 2 in, it's just already paying dividends.
3rd down and 12 for Alabama A&M from the 18. Langford rolls to the Auburn boundary. He throws. The pass is complete, and it's a first down. Donovan Price with the catch. Gets the first down by a yard. DeMarcus Riddick is there for the stop for Auburn.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Uses the lineman past that.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 86. He's covered up by a teammate on the line of scrimmage. That penalty is 5 yards from the previous spot. Includes the loss of down. 4th down.
That takes away the first down.
Yeah, that got to be a breaker for A&M if you finally get something positive going here in the 4th quarter, and it's all negated by a penalty.
And in Alabama A&M, it's Price who made the catch down on the Auburn sideline right now. The athletic training staff for Alabama A&M getting some help from the Auburn athletic training staff as well. Price is up, and he walks off the field under his own power. That's good to see.
Yeah, I don't want to see anyone hurt late in this ball game.
Third and long. 3rd and 17 for Alabama A&M from its own 13-yard line. Give Price an opportunity to get off the field before this play is run. Made a good catch. Got hit pretty hard on the sideline and was slow to get up. Alabama A&M on the night. 1 of 13 on 3rd down. Langford, the junior out of Pelham, Alabama. Will take the snap. They work out of the pistol. Langford turns. He hands the ball. And no gain on the play. Again, Colton Nero. Good pursuit by Auburn, including DeMarcus Riddick and Robert Woodyard. There to make the stop for the Tigers. Jamonte Waller was there as well for Auburn. And it's 4th down in a punting situation, and Upton back to return for Auburn. He got popped on a fair catch the last time, but held on to the football. And he is up at the Alabama A&M 47-yard line to take this punt from Austin McCready. Stands in the end zone, gets it away. off the side of the foot, up the sideline, and out of bounds. A short punt. Out of bounds just beyond the Alabama A&M 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's trying to angle punt that one. Seemed like he's a little bit shorter than what he wanted, but I think they'll take that based off what happened the last few times on punt return for Auburn.
27-yard punt, no return for Alabama A&M. Timeout on the field, 6:53 to go. Auburn 73, Alabama A&M 3. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey Auburn fans, it's Coach Freeze. Few plays are more exciting than the sack. For every Auburn sack this season, philanthropic support from our fans will help St. Vincent's invest in recreational equipment for schools around the state. Cultivating a healthy lifestyle early prevents chronic diseases. Please join us by making a donation to SAC Childhood Obesity. Visit stvhsfoundation.org or Eagle.
Since 1949, the Houston Clinic has served as the preeminent leader in both surgical and non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine treatment and solutions. Their vibrant 75-year legacy demonstrates a deep commitment to serving the local community and its members. Utilizing the latest technology while providing exceptional patient care keeps Houston Clinic at the forefront in sports medicine and patient satisfaction. 334-826-2090 or visit us online at houston.com. Houston Clinic. Research, education, treatment.
Hey, parents and kids, it's a perfect time for students to read their way to the Iron Bowl in AEA's Be a Champion and Read contest. AEA wants to help K-6 students be academic champions, just like the Auburn Tigers. Students who participate in the Be a Champion and Read challenge could win 3 tickets to the Iron Bowl and a chance to take the field on game day. Ask your teacher about contest rules. Encourage your child to be an AEA champion reader and win a trip to the 2024 Iron Bowl.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
6:53 to go. Auburn on top 73-3. After the game, at the Regions Bank postgame show, Jeff Shearer talks with players, assistants, and head coach Hugh Freeze in the Auburn locker room, plus scores, highlights, and analysis. All of the Regions Bank postgame show. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards on for the Plains. Auburn University Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card. Get yours today. Holden Garner, the Auburn quarterback, 6'3", redshirt sophomore from Savannah, Georgia. Hands it off the left side, and Justin Jones fumbled the football and is picked up by Alabama A&M. DeQuadrian Welch is the one, as that one jumped into the air as Justin Jones was running for the Tigers. I don't know if that was hit from behind. He was in the clear for a moment. Actually, you know what? He collided with his own player, Camden Brown.
Please start and stop the clock on the official signals. Thank you.
First turnover of the night for Auburn. Justin Jones, like Speaks on the defense, put on the scholarship this year for Auburn. We've got a timeout. 6:38 to go. Auburn 73, Alabama A&M 3. Auburn's first game in the 70s since Louisiana Monroe in 2003. Auburn football continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
I was so excited when I heard this sandwich was back. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken. It's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet. But either way,
you're getting a winner.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
This is Coach Hugh Freeze. The support of the Auburn family is vital to the success of our student athletes, and On to Victory plays a crucial role in that. Please help keep that good work going by joining On to Victory today, War Eagle.
Next week, the Tigers are back at home against the Cal Bears. Coverage begins with the Tiger Tailgate Show at 11:30 a.m. Central, with kickoff at 2:30 p.m. Now, back to Auburn and Alabama A&M.
Following the Auburn turnover, Alabama A&M gets the ball first and 10 at its own 23, 6:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Second half limited to 2 10-minute quarters, and the Tigers lead at 73-3. First of 5 straight home games for Auburn tonight. Cal, New Mexico, Arkansas, and Oklahoma before September comes to an end. And Langford, the quarterback, a quarterback draw across the 25-yard line out to the 26.
What's your favorite meal on Labor Day, Andy?
It'll be something on the grill, I guarantee you that. It'll be a full day of work here, though. We got Tiger Talk. That's my favorite meal, is Tiger Talk Thursday night or Monday night.
What time?
6 o'clock, Baumeyer's Victory Grill. Hugh Freeze, Brent Crouch joins us on Monday night.
Sure they have some good food for you guys.
Oh, indeed they will. You would like the fish tacos there, Jason.
I like any taco right now.
Okay. 2nd and 6. From the 27. Play action, throw, ball deflected and caught at the 30-yard line. It was deflected by Jamonta Waller, but caught there by Alabama A&M with the clock running, 5:36.
Jamonta Waller standing 6 feet, 243-pound freshman from Picayune, Mississippi. Get his hands up there.
Did your dad coach in Picayune?
No, I didn't coach in Picayune. My eyes in Taylorsville.
All right. 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs at their own 31. As we approach the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Xavier Langford will run it. Langford's got the first down out to the 35 to the 36. TJ Lindsey among those there for the Tigers. Number 13.
Well, TJ's a fun kid. Get to know him a little bit.
First down for Alabama A&M at its own 36. Up next for the Tigers, Cal here at 2:30 next Saturday. Sellout crowd on hand for the Cal Bears of the ACC.
It's weird, right? To say that.
It is different, that's for sure.
ACC.
First down from the 36. Handoff to the right side. And a 4-yard gain. Is the ball out?
Well, Auburn opened up 5 straight home games. When was the last time Auburn played 5 straight home games?
It has been a while. I think 2016 is the last time Auburn played 5 in a row. 2nd and 5 from the 41 for the Bulldogs. Clock rolling with 3:47. Actually, 2022.
Really?
Yes.
2 years ago.
Quarterback draw off the left side. Bring up 3rd down and a couple for the Bulldogs. Clock rolls down to 3:22 and counting.
Jeff Shear with the post game today.
Good to have Jeff down in the locker room. Players, assistant coaches, head coach Hugh Freeze.
Jeff runs 3.5 miles every day. I need to visually see this.
I have actually seen it on my drive into work.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I can't jog. I'm just going to ride in a golf cart and follow behind him.
You need to be here when it happens. 3rd down and 2. Play action and a rollout by Langford. Flips it ahead and over the head of the intended receiver.
Terrence Love forcing that errant throw by the quarterback there, putting pressure on him.
Trying to get it to Deion Nelson Jr., the tight end out of York, Alabama. Nelson comes up a little bit hobbled. It's 4th and 2. With 2:48 to go, and Alabama A&M will punt it away. A lone field goal. The only scoring tonight for Alabama A&M. Had the ball inside the 5 twice against Auburn, but the Auburn defense came up big. Yeah. Will Upton back to take the punt from Austin McCready, who gets it away. Sends Upton back, calls for a fair catch. It bounces at the 5 and goes into the end zone. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and Auburn has this one well in hand. Tiger offense out on the field, perhaps for the final time tonight. Garner, the Auburn quarterback. 3rd different quarterback tonight for Auburn. 6'3", 205, redshirt sophomore from Savannah, Georgia, and Benedictine military, where he led that school to a state championship. Sean Jackson now in for Auburn. At tailback, 5'9", 239, junior out of Trussville. 155 yards in his career on 18 carries.
Yeah, expect this to be a handoff to Sean Jackson.
Garner turns, he does hand it off to Jackson. And Jackson across the 25-yard line out to the 26. I don't think either of these teams wants to stop the clock at this point.
I don't think nobody wants to hit Sean Jackson.
He is a bowling ball type individual. With the carry. 30, 35, 40, 45, and near midfield, Sean Jackson with the carry for the Tigers. Flag is down. That'll stop the clock.
Holding offense number 47. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, 2nd down.
It's Grant Hidalgo, junior tight end out of Orlando, transfer from Illinois.
If you're watching Notre Dame and A&M, it's 13-13.
Clock at 2 minutes to go in this one. 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2-minute timeout.
And this is the 2-minute timeout. That's a little odd to hear it, isn't it? 2 minutes to go. Auburn 73, Alabama A&M 3. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Just the good stuff. Only the good stuff. Classic hits. Wings 94.3.
It's the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I'm Andy Bertram, and today we're talking about the built Ford Tough F-150. It delivers the power and performance you need to step up in big moments. And with available smart technology like Pro Power Onboard, you'll be game day ready every day. For the latest offers on a new F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions.
Hi, I'm Bob. No, not your dad's friend Bob who let you play with fireworks, or that famous actor Bob. I'm a Breakfast Bob. Specifically, a breakfast on a bun from Whataburger. B-O-B Bob. I'm made to order with a fresh cracked egg, melted cheese, and the best sausage you've ever had. I'm nothing like those other Bobs. I'm better because I'm there for you. From late nights to early mornings, whenever you need a delicious pick-me-up. Can those other Bobs say that? Nope. Come see me at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Following the 2-minute timeout. It's not considered the 2-minute warning like the NFL. It's called a 2-minute timeout. 2nd down and 10 for Auburn at the 20. Tigers safely on top, 73-3. 592 total yards for Auburn tonight. Alabama A&M 228. Auburn 418 yards through the air, 188 for Alabama A&M. Tigers rushed for 174 yards tonight to Alabama A&M's 40. Peyton Thorne 13 of 21, 322 yards. Hank Brown 3 of 5, 96 yards. 6 total touchdowns between those two. 2nd and 10 from the 20 for Auburn. Jackson flanks Garner. Garner looks to throw to the Auburn boundary. The pass is complete to Bryce Kane. Kane gets 10 yards and an Auburn first down. The speedster out of Mobile, Baker High School, played 2 seasons for Baker. 21 touchdowns in his high school career. This guy is a burner, like J.C. Hart on the defense.
I'm glad to see Bryce get a catch. I think every freshman tonight has gotten a catch. A sign from this past class.
1st and 10, and Sean Jackson gets 3 or 4 yards up the middle. I think that's at least 9 different receiving targets for Auburn tonight through the passing game. All 4 of those freshmen, the Freeze 4 with catches. 10, excuse me. There's a slant route. Kane had it, lost it. Ball loose at the Auburn or the Alabama A&M 45. And Alabama A&M's going to get the ball. Good throw by Garner to Kane, but the ball was separated at the 45-yard line, and Alabama A&M came up with the fumble recovery. I think it was Jordan Milton. Yep, it was Milton, number 37. Clock stopped with 1:28 to go. One final shot offensively for Alabama A&M.
Yeah, I think they may take a knee. Well, it's not looking like it.
Would you take a knee?
I would take a knee.
You would?
I would.
Okay.
This game is over. You don't want no one to get hurt.
Xavier Langford turns and he hands the ball to Nero. Tries to bounce it to the outside. He's going to lose yards. Griffin Speaks is going to get the tackle. That's just great pursuit by the Auburn defense. As we approach the 1-minute mark in the 4th. An opening night win for Auburn. 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs at their own 40 or their own 41-yard line.
A lot of excitement to build off of this game. Auburn came into this ball game averaging 161 yards passing from a year ago. Tonight going over 400 yards passing and 6 touchdowns in the air. That's got to be a great confidence booster.
Langford out of the gun, drops to throw, steps and throws, and the pass is complete. Devin Herring, a freshman out of Jacksonville, Florida, with the catch. It gets significantly tougher next week with Cal rolling into town at 2:30.
Yes, Cal going to come in here trying to avenge the loss they had last year to Auburn out west. 2:30 game, depending on what the weather's like, if it's hot or not, may have an effect on Cal.
One final run behind the line of scrimmage. That may be the final play of the ball game. Laquan Robinson came up to make the stop on the play on Colton Nero. And that may do it. Doesn't look like Alabama A&M is anxious to get off another play. And the final 5 seconds tick away on an opening night win for the Auburn Tigers, the 800th win in Auburn football history. And the Tigers now 102-27-2 in season openers of this game was never in doubt. Final score from Jordan-Hare Stadium on opening night. Auburn 73, Alabama A&M 3. Stay tuned, Auburn football continues in a moment.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control systems protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is a serious heart condition. Some symptoms include being short of breath, feeling tired, or having dizziness or chest pain. My HCM impacted how I felt and what I could do. So I asked my cardiologist about treatment advances that gave me new options. That conversation was big for me. That's why I'm working with Bristol-Myers Squibb to raise awareness about HCM and to help others like me. Talk to your cardiologist today and visit hcmrealtalk.com to learn more.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Auburn Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Successful opening night at Jordan-Hare Stadium. The Tigers beat Alabama A&M 73-3. Along with Jason Campbell, I'm Andy Bertram, our entire Auburn Sports Network crew. This game was never in doubt. Auburn took control early, Jason, and never relinquished control in this one on any side of the football tonight.
Yeah, Auburn came out and did exactly what Coach Freeze and the staff talked about. They wanted to start fast. There was I don't remember any offsides penalties, offensively or defensively, which is a good sign coming into a first game. No matter who the opponent is, those are little things you don't take for granted. And then Auburn struggled last year in the passing game. So what they do tonight, they came out and they attacked offensively in the passing game. A lot of young receivers, led by the Lambert Smith, the pawpaw in this receiver room, if you want to call it. That was, to me, was the best tonight, was seeing that ball be put in the air and seeing a lot of guys, 9 different guys touch the football.
Peyton Thorne, 13 of 21 for 322 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Hank Brown, 3 of 5, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Holden Garner, 2 for 2 for 33 yards. Auburn did not throw an interception, a couple fumbles in tonight's ball game for Auburn. 31 different Auburn Tigers with a tackle tonight.
Yeah.
Against, and one of the things we talked about in the preseason, Jason, was Auburn developing depth, and especially defensive depth. Well, they got a little bit of that depth there tonight.
Yeah, that front seven, there's plenty of depth in the front seven. If there's anywhere where you're a little concerned, Andy, about depth, it's the secondary. You know, as we continue to move along this season, you know, those guys most of them got to stay healthy for the most part for us to have a great season defensively, because, you know, we lost a guy in the transfer portal, you lost a guy to injury, and it's hard to recover those guys at this point of the season. But if our front seven can stay healthy with the rotation that we have defensively up front and our linebacker core, this defense can go a long ways this year in helping our offense continue to have success.
Old Dominion presents Best in the Game. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to beat the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to also be the best. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Auburn Athletics. Jason, what or Hugh was your best game, or the best of the game tonight?
I say my best tonight was the throw by Peyton Thorne to Lambert Smith on the 67-yard touchdown pass. He hit him right in strides on the post route. 2 Big Ten guys transferring to the SEC on the same team now. to me, that was great to see Peyton Thorne deliver that ball accurately down the field. It's going to take some big playmaking ability this year from him for us to have opportunity to be in the playoffs.
First time that Auburn scores at least 70 points in a game since beating Louisiana Monroe in 2003. Auburn 628 yards total offense, 451 through the air, 177 on the ground tonight. We'll have much more Auburn football coverage coming your way, including interviews, analysis, highlights, and more with Brad, Ronnie, and Jeff Shearer on the Regions Bank postgame show. The general manager of the Auburn Sports Network is Ben Harling. Auburn football is produced by Britt Bowen. Our chief engineer is Patrick Tisdale, and Quinn Burkeen has been our studio producer. For spotter and statistician Gene Dulaney, and from my broadcast partner Jason Campbell, I'm Andy Burcham. So long, and War Eagle from Jordan-Hare Stadium. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn football has been brought to you by Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control, and proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama. Ford, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Coca-Cola, tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. And by Yellowwood Pressure Treated Pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Sports not only bring us together, they inspire us on our own health journeys. Whether we're walking an extra lap, crushing a new goal, or spending time with friends cheering in the stands, we all win when we feel healthier and happier.